Tries to run it back again.
Okay. Big yawn. Fuck.
You
Fuck.
good?
Yeah, it was just a big yawn. Ugh. It was a yawn on top of a yawn. It was the type of yawn that would have made someone else yawn if they saw that yawn.
I hear yawns and yawn usually.
Yawn, 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 yawn.
Do it, do it, do it. Pussy, pussy, pussy.
Ghost in your blood, ghost in your blood, ghost in your blood.
A classic.
Anyway. Does anyone want to do the recap for what happened last time?
If I remember correctly, we were on a boat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on a boat.
Correct.
I'm on a boat. And at first we thought it was hostile. Then it's not hostile, and now we are work bitches. We met a really cool forearm Asura, who was a chef and
What's
a
his name?
surgeon. I don't remember his name.
Best
No,
friend.
Good.
He became my best friend.
his name is Gunzai. How do you not gonna
Gunzai.
remember
Right.
Gunzai?
Right.
Looks like it's
Good.
pronounced Gunzi, but it's Gunzai.
Yeah.
Exactly, it's Goonzi. Or at least to Kava, it's Goonzi.
I don't remember the names of the characters, unfortunately.
Fair
That's a
fact.
I just
shame.
remember the
write them
actions.
down.
I'll
The
put
first-
bullet names. And look, the reason why I haven't been writing them down is because I'm playing my character based off of freaking 8 intelligence that he wouldn't fucking remember
I'm
that
just
shit.
saying, man. That motherfucker gave you a great white shark robe cloak. I
Yep.
feel like you should remember his name a little bit, okay?
Kava has an excuse. She doesn't remember anything.
But after you told me it's Goonzai, I remember calling him Gooner.
Yeah,
I feel like that's racist.
it's not.
Wait,
I don't know.
racist? What?
Do you know what
I don't
gooning
know.
is?
I do. Dragooning. It's a
No,
dumb
gooning.
thing.
No, just gooning.
No, I only know
You
it as
don't need to.
dragooning from-
Don't
You
worry.
don't need to,
Okay.
then.
You don't need to.
I'm gonna chew on
Gooning
this
with the
piece of gum.
boys at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I do remember there was a worm in the water.
Yeah.
Yes,
There
and
was a
Walter
sea
knew
worm.
that it was young.
Yes.
And Walter also is pretending to be. Well, he was
He
pretending.
They
was
found him
pretending.
out.
He is entirely found out about being not just a monkey. Not just an overly sized monkey.
It was working for a while.
You
It
get
worked
this
for, like,
time,
8 hours.
Yeah, that's quite a while for them to just be cool with like a monkey.
But yeah.
Just saying.
Wait a minute, you're a Hadozi.
Yeah. So,
And just continues to keep up the act.
And then there was another ship that they found.
yes.
Yeah, and we beat the shit out of it. And I did do the captain. I non-lethaled him, so he's
The enemy
unconscious.
captain. Yes.
And I'll say that I tied him up with whatever rope after learning how to knot.
You
Ah.
will. You
Damn it.
will not get the opportunity to do that because we're going to start immediately after combat is ended. Immediately after combat is ended is where we're gonna pick up here.
Alright.
So, combat's over. The deck is covered in blood from various bullet shots, sword wounds. There's dead on both sides, but mostly the ship that was attacked. There's a dude cut in half, the mage specifically. He's cut in half at like a diagonal from like his shoulder to his opposite hip. And it doesn't look like he was cut by a sword. It looks like his body just fell apart in that direction. Like it just was as if you pulled two Legos apart. Like it looks like it was meant to be separated.
Damn.
And
my man got
Lasari,
lifted.
when he cut that wizard in half, you would have seen a burst of conjuration magic. Yeah.
That's the creation magic stuff, right?
That's like creation or teleportation.
Teleportation?
Yep.
I wrote that down.
So that has to do with like spatial stuff.
Like I said, the man got rifted.
Yeah. And when all of the enemies have fallen, the Fairfax will shout out to the rest of Fairfax, which is the what's it called? Soulborn woman that with the black hair. She will call out to the rest of the crew. Round up our dead. We're gonna give them a proper burial. For those of the enemy fallen, loot them. Bring any of those unconscious into their captain's quarters, and our captain's gonna have a bit of a word with them, and let them know what it means to betray Galravan. So then they begin to do that. Only 3 of the friendly crew have died. You never got to know their names. So to you, they're just victims at this point.
Pirate number 1, 2, and 3.
Functionally, yeah. Crew member 1, 2, and 3.
A, B,
and
C.
yeah, versus pirate 1 through 13, or
It
whatever.
actually turns out it's Abigail, Bob, and Charles.
Abigail,
Not Charles, no.
Abigail, Robert, and Charles. Sorry, Abigail, Robert, and Chuck.
Oh,
Not
no,
Chuck.
okay, I don't
no,
feel bad
not
for
Chuck.
I don't feel bad for Chuck.
But yeah, a couple of the crew members and Fairfax and the captain all go into the enemy captain's quarters, and the crew members leave, and two of them seem to stand guard in front of the enemy captain's quarters.
Before they do that, can I be the one who picks up the captain that I knocked out and carry him in there?
Yes,
Oh yeah.
you carry the unconscious captain in.
Yeah, well, I'll tie him up. I'll just tie his hands together, and then I'll carry him in there.
Okay. You notice that no one else is really tying anyone up. They're very confident in their captain and their first mate to not be bothered by trifling pirates.
Yes, but overconfidence leads to fully.
I'm Freya.
So I'm gonna tie him up regardless. I don't care. Geechee doesn't care if nobody else is tying him up. He'll be like, all right.
Before he takes the captain away, does he look like he has anything like glowy on him? The other
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, it looks like he has some abjuration on it. Like his coat is glowing abjuration. And it looks like he
so
might have
nothing-
had what?
So as I said, nothing like dangerous or anything
No.
like that. right?
No, there's nothing
Yeah.
evocation or conjuration, which would be
This motherfucker got the cloak of billowing.
Can I pat this man down for a bomb jacket?
sure. There is no bomb
You
jacket.
got the great white shark robe.
Well, no, a bomb jacket. Not
Yeah.
a bomber jacket. I'm talking about like a suicide vest.
Yeah, no, he is not.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So, and then, okay, yeah, and then, Lasar, did you want to look at the body? Like, did you want to look through his stuff before I took him in?
You'd have to be fast.
No, I just wanted to see if there was anything like on his person, just in case so I could just either take it or I could be like go up to Fairfax and be like, "Hey,
Does he have a coin pouch?
do you have a thing?"
He does have a
Have
coin
that
pouch.
thing.
I'll take that while I'm carrying him away. I'll put that in my own pocket.
Are you trying to be stealthy about it, or no?
Mm-mm. No, I'll be like, hey, I'm taking this.
Fairfax is gonna respond to you. You'll get your cut for what you did. Leave it with the body.
Whoa. You said we could loot.
Yeah,
Loot the dead.
the crew know that they pool it together, and everyone gets their cut. Put it back.
That makes sense.
As she fingers two of her pistols.
Put it back to Bombaclat.
Me bombo.
Do you put the coin pouch back?
I'll just huff and then put it back. because I know that you probably have this character as a super overpowered character, and if I even tried to challenge him, I'd be dead.
Brother, they
So-
got 6
They got-
guns that
yeah.
just sort of like Reaper style go
Yeah,
away.
that
and
just
appear.
go back.
Yeah.
But in the top left corner, Agichi will remember this.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I am so grateful that you all have picked up on my start of my show.
You guys are also
I'm so happy.
level 3 compared to probably a crew of level 10 for the named
Yeah.
NPCs.
Well, they're kind
Even
of
Kava knows that that's not a good idea.
Yeah,
they for level 10, man. I feel like they would have had this handle a little faster, but all right. And then I'll put the pouch back on them, and I'll just I'll
They
lug
still
the
got
big
their
oaf
own
in
like
there.
1 turn to work with.
Look, it's a slow day, all right?
yeah.
It's an off day.
They
So-
probably just got back from vacation.
It's that time of the
They're
month for
still-
Fairfax.
See, exactly. You understand the pain now.
but yeah.
Where the
See-
fuck is my page? There it is.
Seeing you leave the coin pouch with the body as you put it away, Fairfax stops fingering her pistols and nods at you approvingly. But yeah,
Yeah, we don't need to
Was
do be.
thinking of
I'll point out that I noticed that, and I'll say, yeah, we don't need to be doing no fingering around here. Don't worry.
she just rolls her eyes at you, like because she's heard the joke countless times. being a gunner.
And Agichi being a dumbass, he'll just laugh at his own joke, and then I'll finally put the fucking body away, and then I'll just get on the other ship so I can just stop interacting with all this bullshit.
Can I explore down deck?
Below deck? Yeah, you can
Ship?
explore below
Yeah,
deck.
good shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Valston's,
Go on.
I was gonna say Valston's helping out with the looting, and he is like actively grabbing all the enemy dead and like lining them up as well.
So we'll get with what most of the looting entails first, and then we'll go
Yeah,
to below
yeah.
decks. So
Also,
most
Rye, you're gonna control co-op this time.
Fair enough.
most of the looting of the enemy bodies is mostly just taking their what's it called? Cutlasses. Taking their cutlasses. One of them has a scimitar, which you guys don't see very often from where you come from. It's just a relatively unique weapon. Kasava's probably seen a couple of them because they're really good slashing weapons, but they are designed specifically to kill, not to be also a useful tool. So, and you strip them down basically to their undergear and pat them down, or at least the rest of the crew is doing this, and all of the goods other than literally their underclothes is piled up in one pile on the deck. And yeah, there's about 14 regular crew members. There's there's the enemy first mate that was killed, and there is the enemy wizard that got cut in half. Unfortunately, the wizard's robe got damaged in the cut, so that doesn't... If that was magical, it's not anymore. And he had a staff with him, and a couple of books on him. Yeah. And one of the books emanates magic, but it's not schooled magic, so it's just kind of all of the colors.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
Ooh,
all
rainbow book.
it's generally all flavors. You don't get one specific flavor from it.
It's a
Speaking
rainbow book.
of speaking of flavors, is it bad taste if I start eating one of them? One of the dead ones?
So long as he's already been looted, probably not.
Are you going to do that?
I would like to do that. But
Okay.
it's more of like an intimidation check. Would it be? 'Cause I'm like,
How violently do you do it?
oh, violent. We're going violent. Like, I'm talking like I'm like slurping the innards like fucking spaghetti.
Okay,
don't know
so
why
you
I'm
just start
picturing-
ripping and tearing the torso and then just eating the guts.
Yes,
Okay.
because hello, it's fresh.
Make an intimidation check.
Roll for initiative. No, I'm kidding.
I have nothing in intimidate, but it's a 13.
Okay.
Come on, Daddy DM, give it to me.
There you go.
One of the crew members will freak the fuck out at you doing
Let's
this
go.
because he was just stripping the body next to it of its stuff.
Fantastic.
So he's just gonna like jump back, and he's gonna go hide behind Valston because you're the biggest thing here, and he's gonna ask you very
She'll pull out like
in a
one of the livers and be like,
one of
go ahead.
what? These were human,
So
human and half elf.
she'll wipe her face clean, take out like some sort of body part that's like round, like a kidney or a liver or a
Kidneys
lung.
are pretty
She'll be like,
round. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You want some? She'll just like gently like
No.
offer it because it's like fresh. It's still warm. How often do you get that?
I'm
No,
low-key tempted as a
thank
Gucci to
you.
go,
This
Yeah.
is like
Let me get a
peak
bite.
cuisine for this poor little squid girl.
Mr. Goatman,
Yes.
is she gonna do that to any of us?
Maybe.
Am I already
Do
downstairs?
So long
we
as
have
you're
to worry
alive?
about that?
So long as you're alive, no. But I will do everything in my power. If you happen to die, I'll do everything in my power to make sure that she does not. Also,
Nom, nom, nom,
I'm
nom.
pretty sure that your captain and first mate would not let her do that to you anyway.
Okay.
Just slurping nom nom noises in the background now. Just shrugs it. More for her.
I will ask Kastava to please go find a corner to do that in, please.
go to your corner.
She'll look around. She'll be like, "Oi, we're on a fucking boat.
Yep.
There ain't no fucking corners in a boat.
Find a
There's a
You
lot
want
of
to go down?
corners.
You want me to go downstairs? Not sure that's a really good idea. You know, the chef being down there and
Go
everything.
pick a side and go there. You can even take an extra body with you.
Alston just became friendly. So she'll pick up the body that she's eating and one other slightly smaller warm body, and she'll just like drag him behind her like she's got like two new toys, and
And
she'll
you,
just kind
you
of
drag a regular person in a halfling corpse with you.
yes.
I'll just look
And-
down and thumbs up the guy. You just gotta know how to talk to him.
She just fucking
Okay.
like she won't stealth away, but she will just kind of disappear.
Slink. Yeah.
She'll slink away, and only the sounds of nyam 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 will be heard.
I'm sorry, you were saying
I'll
before?
also make a joke as well, where it's just like she probably won't be hungry, so you might get extra dinner tonight as well.
Oh, ye of little faith.
I mean, again, it's a joke.
Yeah. You're
Okay.
giving false
Yeah.
hope.
Valston knows that you will be just as hungry an hour from now as you are now.
Yes. But she will be out for the time being.
Yep.
So yeah, sorry, you were saying before?
Would I have been still on top of the deck with them when this is all happening? Or would I have not heard
you-
any of that?
Did you want to be?
Sure, why not? Because I'll just go up and tell them, just make sure she's fed. Keep her fed, and you'll be fine. You'll be her favorite. And then I'll start walking down into the ship.
I'll
Okay.
whisper, that's why I gave her the extra body.
Oh my god, these poor men.
Yeah.
Pretty dead.
Raya, roll a d20 for me.
D20, okay.
Just a d20.
Alright. A 20.
Okay. Okay,
Let's go.
good.
Only natural 20 you'll get this
Good.
session.
Good.
No, it's just anything but a 1.
Oh,
That's what I was looking
fantastic.
for. Anything but a 1.
All right, fantastic.
Okay, but yeah, Lusari, you then go below deck and you notice that it's mostly food. There's some gunpowder cases. And you're going below the gun deck so that you're in like the bottom area.
Yeah.
So it's mostly food from the brief instance that you see, like dried fish, salted meats, some frozen stuff actually too. You find a chest or a crate that's enchanted to keep anything inside of it frozen or very cold at least. But then you get to the other side of it, and that was just like near the stairs getting down there. And then you get to the far side and you see there's a lot of treasure. All of it is marked in chests with the seal of Galraven on it. So there's like a full chest of just gemstones. And this is more money than you've ever seen in your life.
Fantastic. Is anything glowing though down here? Like, does anything look trapped? Does anything look like if I go near it, it'll go boom?
No magical traps that you can tell. If you want to, or you don't see anything that would be considered a magical trap.
Fantastic.
And if you want to find physical traps, make an investigation check for me.
Gib. Just click on the button, right? Aha! Let's go. Don't be garbage. Dirty 20? I think it's a dirty 20. Yep, dirty 20.
You find a large something. You're not entirely certain what it is. It looks like it might be a coat hanger, or it might be a suit of armor prop. You're not sure, but it's kind of at a precarious position, so that if it was nudged a little too hard, it would fall over and possibly hurt you. But you note it down and stay out of the way. But yeah, and in one of the chests, you see a very small hint of a abjuration. But it's like deep. It's like deep under other stuff.
Okay.
Soup.
It's not soup.
Would she tell everybody, or
Oh, no,
would
I'm
she
looking at
wait
something else.
until other people come out of the thing? I'm gonna go up. And I'm gonna ask Valston
Yeah.
and tell Valston that I found food and that we should take all the food and bring it across. And then I'm gonna wait for Fairfax to come out so I can tell Fairfax about all the other stuff that I found.
Okay.
Valston will just cheerily just thumbs
The
up.
most trusted member of my party I will go get just in case. I'll be very specific about taking the frozen chest across.
You can trust Kava to just eat the bad stuff. Or if it's poisoned.
Okay, but yeah, Fairfax will say, right, thank you. That's actually why we were hunting them. See, they stole some treasure from Galraven, and that is a capital punishment. Those who are still alive will be subject to depatriotism.
They get turned over to the House of Owls, and they get turned into whatever the fuck they feel like.
More like the House of Owls, am I right? You know, like owie, ouchie.
Yeah.
I will.
Gonna
Are
be
they
good.
out? All of them out of the captain's quarters?
Fairfax is out, but the captain's still in there.
I need to go in there. That's where all the usually juicy stuff is.
Fairfax- Fairfax is standing guard now. After
Can I
the
go in? Can I go in the room? Can I go look in the room while the things are happening?
Are you asking
This
permission?
lady, ma'am. Actually, I do want to ask her position first. I do want to ask Fairfax what her, because nobody asked in the beginning. I want to ask what her position on the ship is, and then ask if I can go into the captain's quarters.
Right, I suppose we never introduced ourselves. I am Fairfax, and I am the first mate aboard the Tortuga, which is our wonderful little ship there.
Tortuga, that's a nice name.
It's Spanish for turtle.
Yeah,
Or
derby
tortoise,
ship. Oh,
but-
cool.
One of the two.
It's also a place where you sleep around and get drunk in the Pirates of the Caribbean.
was gonna say
Oh, yeah.
Tortuga.
My favorite place. Ah, that's Faye.
Tortuga!
Yeah.
Syphilis time. Let's go.
Yay! I love the taste of syphilis. Num 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 num. num.
Anywho, can I go in now? Please? Or do I have to wait?
Yes, you will need to wait, as long as the captain's in there. He prefers to do his business privately.
Fantastic. So I'm gonna go next to the one of the guards that's just standing at the thing. I'm gonna just sit down with my knees up against my
Knees to
chest
chest.
and just wait.
Okay. You wait for about 15 minutes. At one point,
Do I
you
hear anything while this is happening? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
At one point, you hear a loud cry of pain, and a gunshot.
Unlucky.
Ooh. Well,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate. Okay.
Yeah. And then you hear something that sounds that sounds very faint, and you see small elements of what are basically cosmic dust. So if you've ever gotten that weird thing with your eyes where there's like the dots that just don't disappear,
Yeah.
you see a little bit of like that happening in the air between the ship, between the La Tortuga's captain's quarters and this ship's captain's quarters, and then they just instantly, like in a snap, disappear.
Did he just blip out?
After that, Fairfax will go over to the door, peek in, and she'll say, "All right, you can come in now. Captain's gone."
Fantastic. I'm gonna go in, and is anything shiny? Is there a desk? I'm gonna investigate everything.
There's a desk. You also see the captain
I'll
of
be right back.
the captain of the enemy ship has his foot shot, and any of the other members are scared fucking shitless. Like they've just seen God, and he didn't like them.
I shouldn't laugh. That's mean. Is the captain still alive of the other ship?
Yes. He's still alive. But all of them have a collar around them, which is glowing enchantment.
Ooh, he Davy Jones'd him.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And when you look to their eyes, beyond just the expression, they are pitch dark. They are black like the void.
Oh wait, hold on. I think I can do a thing for that. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, never mind. Oh wait. Nope. I thought it was a creature. I could do it too. Never mind. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna go back to my investigating.
What were you
Go
gonna
ahead.
try to do?
Well, I wanted to see like in their desk. Like, does he have like drawers that do they look like they're locked? Is there like
Oh,
anything like
uh,
little like hidden things?
Yeah, after we'll get to something else before you do that. After you come in and start and see the people like that, the two crew members that were standing guard and Fairfax come and just like pick them up. Like they weigh nothing. And they're all in like the huddled position like that.
Mhm.
With the captain still having been shot in the foot. And all of them are also stripped of their stuff, down to their undergarments and their long johns because it's fucking cold out here. But yeah. So the captain's just barefoot with a hole through his foot, and there's a hole into the ground too. Which there was when you entered, there was the lingering trace of evocation in the bullet hole on the ground, but it dissipated by now. So yeah, they pick them up, and they just walk them back. They walk them back over to La Tortuga, and then just go down to the brig and put them all in one cell, just piled up. And after Fairfax leaves, then you have the opportunity to search the room.
Fantastic.
So go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Don't fail me now. Please don't fail me now. You failed me, didn't you? You didn't fail me. 10.
10. You find in the main drawer, you find a letter talking with some other entity. They just go by the letter E. Is how they address the other person.
Mhm.
And you find out that this captain went by the letter W. I have just received food. The food has arrived.
Oh.
Wow. We got Culvers. It wouldn't have been out there for that long. But yeah, so it's a letter describing the collusion of this W and E. How they're going to make a great getaway and successfully steal from the vaults of Galraven.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll take that with me.
And that's
I guess 'cause
all
I
you.
can't
And you
find
find
anything
a
else.
letter opener as well.
I'll take the letter opener. 'Cause
Okay.
why not?
It seems to
Not a
be
collection
just
of
made
letter
of
openers.
iron or aluminum. You're not certain which. Just regular
That's
metal.
fine. It can be useful someday, maybe. Who knows? I'll take it with me and I'll go back across to the Tortuga.
And then with that, you will see a crew member you hadn't quite seen yet. All of you at this point would see a crew member you hadn't quite seen yet. Pull out some sort of chain that doesn't seem to, or that just has like a cut off part to it. Like the chain was cut in half, or the link was cut in half. But it doesn't ever fall off the end of the rest of the chain, and it's only like 10 links or so long, but it's also where one of the chains is like the size of your forearm. And then they will nail that or like pin that down to the mast. They'll wrap it around the mast and then like pull out a big lock it in, and then that cut in half piece of chain will just float there as if it's going into space, and it has both abjuration and conjuration magic attached to it. Sorry, that you would see.
Huh?
You
I'm
would,
gonna ask it.
yeah. The chain has
Yeah, what's
abjuration
that
and
do?
the what does that do?
I'm gonna ask the crew member. What does that do?
Oh, this is for us to tow the boat.
That's
This gives it so
super
that we don't.
cool.
Yeah, this makes it so that we don't need to have a physical connection as long as we have the other end, which the other end is built into the ship itself.
Huh,
La
that's pretty
Tortuga's a beaut.
impressive.
She's no masquerade,
like
but
a-
she's a beaut herself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, Cassava, you would know Cassava and Walter, as sailors, they would know that the Masquerade of Night is probably what he's referring to the Masquerade as. And that's the best ship on the ocean. Period. And it belongs to probably the most legendary pirate that exists.
Slight audible gasp is heard.
Yeah, but like he just compares it, that it's known Masquerade, but the La Tortuga is a beaut. But that's something you guys would know. You don't know more details about it, but you know that the Masquerade is the legendary pirate ship, as akin to like the Flying Dutchman for our actual world, where it's like, yeah, no, that's just, we're not certain if it's actually real or not because
Right.
of all of the tales associated with it.
It's Kava's favorite bedtime story because there's murder in it.
One of, yeah. And it's been going around. They say that the Masquerade of Night is trailed by shadows and sails through the sky. Sails through the night sky and that it's never been damaged. And whenever someone tries to shoot at it, it's as if the cannonballs just pass straight through it. And that's for the very few times
Phil on
that
Taco Night.
what?
Like Uncle Phil on Taco Night.
Are you saying that Uncle Phil just passes straight through you, or that food just passes straight through him?
Yes,
Because
there's no Uncle
cannibals.
Phil. Because cannibals. Correct. Ah, you got my joke.
Okay. But yeah, so then, and that's also why, sorry, that no one else really went down to get the treasure, because, like, they're bringing the boat with anyway.
Well.
She was trying to be helpful.
Oh, yeah, no, like, they appreciate it. They appreciate that you're, like, trying, and like, they don't fault you for not knowing that they have the anchor chain, but, like, you didn't need it. You didn't need to do that.
I'm just glad I didn't get questioned if I stole anything.
All the pirates are
That's
like,
all
oh,
I'm
you.
cleared about.
All the pirates are like, oh, you sweet summer child.
Having Belston carry food across to the chef is fine.
I'm just happy to be doing my job. It's like, oh, Lasari asked me to help. I'll help him.
But, so yeah. Then after it's anchored and, everything, then the Fairfax and the captain will actually come out this time and be on deck.
Oh, shit.
And the rest of the crew goes silent once the captain's out. Thank you for the Lord Empire. But yeah, then the captain will say, "From ash we come, to ash we shall return. May you feast forever with the honored dead." And he'll nod to Fairfax, who will just grab one of her pistols and shoot all three bodies with a flame, or with a fire laser beam thing, and then they all instantly ignite as they have been primed by the rest of the crew who brought them over to be coated in sacred oil, specifically designed to be able to easily spirit the dead into the afterlife. And they burn up, and it takes like a minute for each of them to burn. And while they're burning, a couple of you get a whiff of the smoke, and it just smells like home. Like whatever home and safety and growing up, whatever that smells like to you, and just the comfort. That's what the ash, and that's what smelling the smoke from these bodies with the sacred oil reminds you of. It's very, very reminiscent of when you smelt, if you had caught any of the smell from when Alex had been buried.
Like a campfire.
Something like that, yeah. Like, it just smells of comfort and home. Whatever that smells like to you. If it smells like the sewers, but like you grew up in the sewers, and it's like, yeah, no, this just reminds me of home and the good old days. Fond memories. That's what you get out of it.
That sugar beet water, yeah.
Exactly. For you, that might be what it is. Or it smells like fucking bomb pops, because that's what you had every summer growing up. And it's like, yeah, here's what life smells like. Also, Big Dog says hello.
Baby dog.
Hello.
But then, yeah, and after that, they're excuse me, the crew members collect the ashes into small wooden jars, and then they screw on the tops for each of them independently, and they throw them over. No, sorry, they load them into the cannons, and then each cannon is fired off, and they are exploded out into the ocean so that they can become part of what they love. And and Cassava, you would recognize this, so would Walter. More Walter than Cassava, because Cassava grew up with much, much more violent pirates that probably didn't care. But Walter would recognize this ritual as very common among the seafaring. That
Now,
this is
hold on, we
this
cared.
is how they do berries.
We killed them before we sent them aflame, and after we ate everything that was important.
Yeah, but like this is very much a sea burial as it would normally be portrayed.
Oh yeah, a few people asked for that.
But so then, yep, and then after the ritual is performed, the captain, who you still don't have a name for, he is going to go back into his captain's quarters, and Fairfax will shout at the rest of the crew, "All right, time to slip. Everyone get below deck, nail everything down, and keep your eyes shut. I'll tell William and I'll tell William to go in 5. And then the crew starts rushing, somewhat surprised, because they don't know, or they know what's happening, but, and Fairfax will approach all of you as well
I'm
and
about
tell
to
you,
say, like, what?
yeah, get below deck, keep your eyes shut for about 10 minutes.
Oh.
Trust
I'm
me.
gonna hand Fairfax a letter that I found and be like, here you go, and then, yeah. I'll walk away.
Thank you. She'll open it right there.
Fantastic.
She'll just nod, having read it, and then tuck it into one of her many pockets. But yeah, all of you are instructed to go to your cabin and keep your eyes shut when the bell rings. And to keep them shut for like 5 minutes. So everything gets nailed down. And I am going to need everyone to roll me a charisma save. Well, first, actually, do you guys actually keep your eyes shut? Or
Yes.
do you not? I need this from each individual character, by the way.
Oh, Kara will. So let me roll the charisma. Kara.
To be fair, I don't think that Walter would
can't.
keep his eyes shut.
Wait, hold on.
Walter wouldn't keep his eyes shut?
I don't. Would you guys agree with that?
I don't think he would.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Ooh, what's that?"
what?
What was
5 minutes is too long for him to like care.
5
that
seconds
Sava?
is too long for him to care. Was Kasava within hearing range of
Yeah,
that? 'Cause
You
she
you
was
were
kind of vanished.
specifically told. You were walked up to
Okay.
actively to do this.
Okay. Let me-
That when you hear the bell ring, hold on and keep your eyes shut.
Valston will not question those orders at all.
So
Hold on, real quick.
okay. So Kara would keep her eyes
He
shut.
sees how much the crew. He sees how much the crew is moving,
Mhm.
and the captain, well, Fairfax told us in person. So I was like, okay, this is important.
Yep.
She is gonna be too distracted by eating to care.
Okay.
Uh,
Agichi, will you keep your eyes closed?
Oh, hey, I exist. Yeah, I'll keep my eyes closed. I'm able to actually do something. Yeah, I'll just keep my eyes closed.
Okay.
Let's go.
Sorry, you're the last one I need to know if you keep your eyes closed or not.
no, Lasari's not gonna keep her eyes closed.
Okay. So I need everyone to make a charisma saving throw. Lasari, Walter, and Kasava will make it at disadvantage.
How do I
Okay.
use the dice roller, or can you roll for Kara? Because I can't. I don't know how to use the.
I can just roll a
So,
d20 for
okay.
her. that-
okay.
Hey,
Is that a-
Valston got a 17.
Okay. Charisma.
We're rolling a d20 or are we rolling
A D-
charisma?
Charisma saving throw with which
So-
uses a d20.
Oh wait, that's.
What the
that
fuck
what
is
I-
a
did I do that
d20
right?
for? Hold on.
I did that right. Okay, that's one and one more.
Like this?
Let's go find out what
Please don't be a
Walter
natural
gets.
one and just.
Ah!
Just be the. Okay.
Yo,
cool.
the
I'm gonna
fact that
fail.
Walter fucking beat me is crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a
Oh, wait,
17.
I was... Did I roll the wrong thing?
Did you roll a charisma saving
Walter
throw?
got a 19. 19 saving
Oh,
throw.
we're good.
At disadvantage? Damn.
Oh, sorry, disadvantage. Right. Sorry, forgot about
Yeah,
that.
Walter's
Sorry.
at disadvantage. As is Lasari. As is
Would you believe me if
Kasava.
I said yes? He rolled a 17 and an 18 plus 2.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, wow. Walter got lucky as fuck.
So
Lasari
if-
got a 7.
okay, so a 7 from Lasari. What I'm rolling for Kara. That's a 18 plus stuff. That she's fine. Kasava, what do you get?
I rolled an 8.
An
Oh,
8.
gonna get blinded.
Okay.
Yes.
Agichi, what did you
8.
roll?
I rolled a natural 20, but I'm choosing to fail.
So you're going okay. Okay. You're
Chosen
Okay.
critical fail.
so for 3 of you fail. Lasari, Kasava, and Agichi.
Oh, no.
What happens is when you hear the bell ring, those of you that kept your eyes open, you see it happen first. Lasari, first you see a wave of conjuration magic pass through you, and through the whole ship. And then you feel, and as it hits you, you feel as if you are put through different dimensions, like as if your ears are where your feet are, but your head is at the tip of your tail.
Fantastic.
And actually, I need you. Well, in a moment. But yeah,
Okay.
the rest of you, you will then see. Those of you who failed the charisma saving throw, you are going to witness all around you, whether you have your eyes open or not, billions and billions of eyes just open, looking at you. And in a black nothing void. around you.
Like
They're
a family
staring at
reunion.
yeah, they're staring at you. Some of them are very large. Some of them are very small. Some of them seem like they're millions of miles away. Some of them aren't quite focused on you, but more just looking around you and what's happening to you. And specifically Lasari, when you see this, they throw up a magic check or a magic flavor you have never seen before, and it's as if it doesn't register with your brain. Like, it's clearly magical, and your brain is trying to understand what it is, but it doesn't know how to translate it. Basically, your brain is getting Zeta bombed.
Fantastic.
If you're familiar with what that is, it's getting too much information to be able to actually handle it. So I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh. It's gonna be
What was that?
a 10.
Yeah, you start vomiting.
Yeah, there you go.
You start vomiting all over the cabin floor. Walter, you also notice that Walter his eyes are open. He's just looking at him. Like, oh, shiny. But he seems he seems unfazed by the fact that they're there.
On flavor for him.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah. So yeah. And then it will all just disappear. Like someone's washing it away with like a squeegee kind of thing. Like, it just all gets wiped away in a moment. And then you appear on the other side. Your queasiness is alleviated by this, Lasari. And then you hear another bell ring, saying that we're through. You can open your eyes now.
Fantastic.
And yeah. You now have free range to do whatever. And you'll for those of you who end up looking outside or going above deck, you will notice that you are nowhere near where you were. And there is in fact land in a bit of the distance. It's a ways off, but like, oh yeah, no, that's a mountain over there, I think. And it's kind of close, relatively speaking, for the ocean being basically flat. It still looks like it's going to be over a day's travel to get there, but it's there. And it was nowhere near you guys before.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
So, you get the impression that you just teleported.
So even though Agichi failed, nothing happened to him?
Not yet.
Okay.
You
Yep.
peered behind
That's
the
gonna
curtains.
It'll show up at the next long rest.
Oh no. Oh,
But yeah.
fantastic.
Nothing yet.
Okay.
Cat, hello! Thank you for the raid! I don't know if it's gonna show up on stream, because I think I have alerts shut off on D&D. But thank you for the raid. I appreciate it, buddy. They just teleported in a pirate ship.
It's crazy. I saw none of it.
I
Yeah.
saw eyeballs.
Oh, there it is. There's the alert. It was just delayed by like 15 seconds.
Oh no, my nail fell off.
Oh. Is there anything else you guys would like to do today, or are you just going to get to having the long rest, travel into town?
Well, I
Uh,
guess she can't carry the bodies, right?
Well, you guys still have at least a night of rest before you get a day and night of travel before you get to town. So
Yes.
I'll talk to Gunai.
you'll talk to Gunzai. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want to talk to him about?
Alcohol. Has he got any spirits from the homeland?
He does. He has
Anything I'd be familiar with?
he has fermented rockbud wine, which what rockbuds are
It's
is
a
that
delicacy.
yeah they're most species can't fucking stand them, but and they say they're really firm and really spicy when they act and bitter when they actually do get into them and like manage to get through what is basically a petrified coconut. But once you get inside of it, and the Asura have figured out that, oh yeah, no, you just need to hit it in 4 different spots at the same time with your hands, and then it just folds in on itself. And
Agichu will look over and he'll notice the wine and be like, "Is that Rockbud wine?"
ah, you have a good eye, my friend. Yes, is fermented rockbud
I
wine.
haven't had that in years. Can I have a little swig?
Ah, yes. Most non-Asura do not enjoy, so it is for my own personal stash. And he'll pour you out what is like 1 cup of it, because it generally is like 20% alcohol proof usually. And yeah, you get a good old cup of fermented rockbud wine. To you, it tastes very pleasant, not at all bitter or spicy. You don't know what other races are talking about whenever they say that it's spicy and bitter. You enjoy it quite a bit.
Agichi's gonna sniffle a little bit and he's gonna be like, "Damn, that reminds me of home." Speaking of which, have you been there recently? It's been ages since I've been there, probably a decade.
No, it has been many cycles. It's been many cycles for me. I
Definitely gonna
What was
Agichi's gonna say, I definitely need a visit, and hey, maybe one day we'll catch each other there. I know it's a very rare chance, but
Oh, yes, maybe. I was not born in the Asura homelands, but I have visited before. I am from Gauravan. My family migrated there. My clan migrated there before. But we brought with us wonderful rockbud and rockbud wine. And we enjoy quite a bit. My father is brewer. He made this batch, in fact. Yeah, and
kudos to him.
it's not like great rockbud wine. It's not like top shelf shit, but it's like it's pretty good. It's
Well,
definitely
hey,
middle of the road.
Well, Gunzai, have you ever heard of the Four-Arm Blossom Inn?
I have heard only legend, my friend, none of which I know to be true or false. Would you like to tell me about it?
Yeah, they serve this rockbud wine. This is like their main course. But see, what they do is they sizzle it in with the steak a little bit, so you get that flavor into the steak. Whew, it's really freaking good, I tell you.
You are making me hungry, my friend. I will have to make extra stew tonight.
I'll tell you this: next time you're making a steak, try a little bit of that, and a little bit of garnish of some Parma berry on top. I tell you, it'll send your steak to 1,000,000 years from now.
I will have to try that, friend. And again, he's like towering over you as far as an Asura. He's a foot taller than you as an Asura. So you're still looking up to him even while you're seated and enjoying your drink.
I'll ask him. I'll finish the drink off, and then I'll ask him for just one more and I'll take it like out with me into the dock, and then meet up with everybody else.
My small friend. For stories of homeland and tavern, you can have rest the bottle. I have many more. and he just hands you the bottle.
How much is in the bottle?
A regular wine bottle amount. So like it's half gone by now, but
Okay, so half a bottle of
yeah, you get like 4 cups of Rockbud wine per bottle.
Gotcha.
4 mugs of Rockbud wine per bottle. It's a pretty big bottle because it's made for very large Asura. But yeah,
You said it was rock mud wine?
Rock Bud, as in flower bud.
Rock bud. Gotcha.
Yep, as in flower bud.
Perfect. That
What
is
do you
not in
call
my
a flower
equipment.
before it opens?
A bud?
I love it when you call me Bud.
My dumbass thought blossom.
No.
What do you call
Our
a
friendship
flower
blossom.
before it blossoms? A blossom?
I love that dumb.
Is
joke.
there
It's from the
anything?
Princess and the Pebble.
Is there anything else anyone would like to do?
I wanted to go talk to Gunzai because I would assume that I saw Agichi with his new shark thing.
You do see Agichi with his shark cloak.
Is it fitting? Oh wait, no, it's too big. That's right.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's a little big on you. Yeah.
I look like a wizard.
Yep.
Where they wear their oversized fucking cloaks and
So-
shit.
Yep.
First, I would go and ask Agichi where he got his new duds at.
Oh, I got that from good old Gunzai over there. And hey, he gave me some of this wine. You want to try a little bit? And I'm gonna hand my cup over to Lasari.
Oh, what will Lasari take it? Oh, I have a really bad constitution. Oh,
Just a little sip. It's really good. This is
Peer
a
pressure, peer
delicacy
pressure.
from Asura. So honestly, if you don't take a sip of this, I'm gonna be offended.
Lasari's
so will
gonna take a
Gunnar.
drink.
It tastes horrendous, and it feels like you just drank hot sauce.
Oh, fantastic!
Hot
You
what?
have me
Hot
sputtering.
sauce,
Ooh.
Okay.
like really spicy hot sauce too.
So basically, Fireball.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're
Ew.
you don't need to make a con save because you just got a sip, but
Fantastic.
but you can feel your sinuses already opening from like the first drop, and you are practically dripping mucus from your nose at this point.
Agichi's-
Fantastic.
Agichi's gonna laugh because he knew exactly that's what the reaction of non-Asura is, and it'd be like, yeah, it's an acquired taste.
Okay, well, fuck. Yes, I'm gonna go to Gunzai now, looking like mucus-covered fox. Fantastic. I'm gonna be wiping my nose as I go up to him.
He'll know. He'll know. He'll know I gave you a sip.
Ugh. When I get to Gunzai, I'm gonna ask for a glass of water first, since it's, hot sauce. And then I'm gonna ask him about the shark robe.
Oh, hello, little furry friend. You need some water? Okay. He'll reach over to one of the barrels, with two of his arms on the right side, holding up a mug beneath a spigot, and then he'll open the spigot for it, and it'll start filling up, and he'll ask you, now about the shark cloak. What did you want to know about it?
I heard that you tanned it or something, that you processed it, something like that.
Ah, yes, I understand. He'll then close the spigot and hand you a full mug of water.
She starts literally just guzzling.
And by the way, the mug is like the size of your forearm. It's a really big mug.
That sounds about it.
It's like 2 pints of fluid. It's a lot. It is like his personal mug kind of size.
Well, that's sweet of him. Let's go.
Because he 100% recognized the signs of someone drinking fire or rockbud wine, and he's like, yeah, you're gonna wanna wash it away. As you start drinking the water, the spice and the incredibly bitter, you shouldn't be eating this kind of bitter. Like, if you've ever licked, just to taste what it tastes like, a Switch case or a Switch cartridge, how they have like the bitter
Yeah.
coating on it. It tastes a lot like that.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I did.
That's
I've
very
done
much
that.
that's very much what it tastes like to you. It's like your body does not acknowledge this as a good thing at all.
Yuck.
But yeah, so then after you start drinking, it goes away after like a couple of seconds. It doesn't have a very long aftertaste when you wash it down.
Okay. All better.
Yeah. But and then he'll then like tap his chin, thinking back. Ah, yes, I remember when I wrestled that shark myself. It was a very good fight for him. It was a very warm cloak too. Now about fixing it though. What did I do?
Fixing it. Oh yeah.
Ah, yes, that's right. I put it in the stew. It was a special stew.
Special stew. How long does it take to make said special stew? Would you be willing to share the? I'm gonna start pulling out the troglodyte, like
Ooh,
pelts, and be like, how make, please? How long does it take?
you would like to make yourself also clothes? I see, I
Yeah.
see. I will get largest pot. You have many clothes. And then he'll walk into like the back where he gets like a human body sized pot, which probably
Fine.
which no one you've ever met other than Gunzai, Valston, and Agichi could possibly lift. And then he'll like waddle over with it because it's like cast iron and just like set it down, and the boat creaks directly underneath it as he sets it down. And then he'll have the lid with two of his other hands, which is also super heavy. And he'll tell you, just put them in there. I will get the stew recipe for it.
Oh, do I have to climb anything to put them in the pot? Because I am like 5'3". I don't know if I'll be able to reach.
It's only like a 4-foot tall pot.
Okay, thank God. Okay, well, I don't know how tall everything else around him is since he's such a big man. So
Yeah, for this type of thing, yeah, it's a really big pot, but it's also designed to be able to be like, oh yeah, no, smaller people also need this. You get the sense that this is an out of use stew pot. Like
Okay,
that this is
I'll
one of the
try.
areas where it'd be like, yeah, no, we're just making stew for a whole community, and we just don't need it right now because we're not having any festivals or anything like that, or like to
Oh,
possibly roast a pig in or something like that, because you can't just put an oven on a pirate ship.
Fantastic. Okay, I'll just put him in the pot and then I'll tell Gunzai thank you. And then probably, if I'm allowed, I will try and stay and watch.
Oh yeah, no. He starts looking around for a couple of things. He finds a really big spoon that he throws over one shoulder, like an axe. And then he starts grabbing what looks to be like a barrel of whiskey. It smells like alcohol. You're not sure what type though. It smells a lot better than the Rockbud was earlier though. This doesn't just tell you caustic from the scent. Then he'll grab a bunch of different spices. He'll grab a large roll of like cinnamon bark, like a whole tree's worth of cinnamon bark, and a little bit of salt. Like he'll grab a very small like scoop of salt, and he'll just start throwing all of this stuff in, and you write this down and mark it for being able to be asking questions as you go through about what things are, and get it all written down. Yeah, sorry.
It's gonna be called, like, on this section, it's gonna be called Gunzai Special Soup for Clothing.
Clothing stew.
Yeah, clothing stew. In the magical book. In the special book I got from the library that we were just in.
Yep. the Endless Entries journal.
Mm-hmm.
Ear, why are you so itchy? Stop it.
Just because you're scratching it.
It should be fine now, hopefully. Stop it, Ear. But, yeah. So then, after that all happens, he'll, then, like, grab what seems to be, like, a magnet to your modern sensibilities and set it on and just, like, attach it to the side of the pot. And then you'll see that that the pot starts, heating up very quickly.
Oh.
And then he'll start, stirring it with the big old, like, 5-foot long spoon. And pushing down the skin and ladling it over it and just basically making a stew. And he starts doing that to just start working it in initially. And then he'll put the lid on it and say, "It will take about another 40 minutes or so." It is not exact science.
Cool. So I guess I'll just chill down here with Gunzai and just like have him regale me with like what he's done here, like tell me all the stories he's like, like while he's on a pirate ship. And we don't have to roleplay that stuff.
Yeah.
You can go.
The story that stands out to you the most is when he punched a kraken in the face and it left.
Bro.
You're not. He's been drinking this whole time, so you're not sure if it was a kraken or if it was just a squid person. But he pitches it up as if it was like a full-on ship level threat kraken.
I love in reality he just elbowed Kava in the face and then Kava was like fuck and left. Like it wasn't even on purpose. He just happened to be carrying a pot.
Yeah, that might be what happened. But like that's what he tells you is that he punched a kraken in the face and it left. While he was on the ship. That's the biggest story, as well as the story of him wrestling the shark to get its skin.
That was fantastic. Okay. I'm happy. Oh, while this has been happening, I do ask him who the captain is, like what his name is, because he should know at the very least. The doctor/chef should know what the captain's name is.
The captain of La Tortuga. The captain is called Paxton. Paxton.
Paxton?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, we're good.
Paxton as in pool or Baxton as in box?
As in pool. As in
Okay,
potato.
got it. Potato. Boy, the mushrooms to go. Oh my god, I almost swallowed my gum.
It come up your
Oh,
ass.
I'm gonna go spit this out before I accidentally do it.
Okay. So then, the rest of that 40 minutes transpires. He tried to get you to have some more alcohols. You said no, because you're still in shock from having the rock bud.
Hey Valston,
Yeah.
you want some of this?
What is it?
You can smell it from like
Rock
10
bud
feet
wine.
away. It's incredibly spicy.
Do I know what a rock bud is?
No, you do not.
Yeah.
It's a delicacy from my homelands. Every Ostra loves this drink.
I'll gladly try some, sure.
I'll hand it over to Valston, let him get a sip.
How much do you have?
Like half a mouthful. I know it's alcohol, so I'm not going
Okay.
down a mouth.
Okay. It's the
Both broken down,
spiciest thing you've ever even been able to think of. You start crying immediately, and you're just dripping
I'm just
mucus from your
hiccuping
nose.
like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Is the Ostra homeland just India?
Not quite.
I mean, Valston is a white boy.
Yeah, not quite. But it has similar vibes.
I mean, the food definitely is.
Yeah.
I feel like Ostra food is definitely Indian food.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's jam packed with all tons of different spices.
Flavor.
Yeah, Indian food
See,
for Asura food would
I'm
be
gonna ma-
very, very correct connection.
In my head, I'm gonna mix it that the reason why we had so much spices is I'm gonna mix like Greek and Indian, and be like, because the Greeks had lead pipes and the Asuras had lead pipes, so we lost our taste buds. So that's why we doused our food in so much goddamn flavor and spice.
No,
We just lost our flavor one day, and we were like, I don't fucking know, but metagaming, it's lead pipes.
Lead pipes.
yeah,
Hold on.
That's why we're all not the smartest.
lead
We
blind
all have
rock
different
pops.
accents.
Yeah, lead blind rock pops. Or
Exactly. And we all have different accents because we're just really dumb.
well, you all have different accents because you all come from different regions. Turns out Asura are just in fact Indian.
We're hella diverse.
Because
Yep.
that's the same thing in India. Every like county has a different language. Like every county-sized area has a different language, as well as Hindi.
That makes sense.
It's wild, and then they all also know English. But yeah, you guys grew up very much at the base of volcanoes. That's where Asura tend to reside. Very, very lush base of volcanoes, full of spice and rock bud, but very much affected by the fact of, yeah, shit burns here sometimes.
Good lord, why is it so hot in the room?
It's trying to remind you of your homeland.
Yeah, no kidding.
But no, yeah. After the 40 minutes resolves, and there's another victim to Rockbud Wine, you...
Hey, Kava. We'll just go around the party real quick.
All right.
Kava, you want to try some of this?
She's gonna poke her head up from behind the barrels, just something hanging out of her mouth, but she won't say what, or you won't know what, or I hope you don't know what.
It's bacon.
It's bacon. Raw bacon.
Hey, Kava, I see you really enjoying your manwich over there. Do you want a little something to wash that down?
She's gonna do that whole like cartoony slurp thing where the meat just kind of slurps into her mouth like a tongue and just swallow it whole.
Mile long
She'll just-
spaghetti string.
Correct. And it like flicks her in the face with whatever juice is on it. She'll just nod her head while she's like chewing. She's got those grabby hands, like she's gonna choke.
Keep.
I'll
Put it in
hand
your chest.
over the cup. It's
Mhm.
basically the last sip, and I'll hand it over to Kava and be like, now careful, this is alcohol. So
Is it a sip for you or a sip for her? Because you're like 4 times bigger than her.
well, I would say I had the first sip of the cup. How big
There's
the cup is? The cup is his size, right?
Not
a Geechee, but,
not quite.
queen size, right?
It's a more reasonable mug size. It's about a pint.
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
cool. So there would be about there'd be like
A
maybe
shot
a
is
mouthful.
what I was thinking. Yeah, a shot, maybe a mouthful somewhere in there. So, how much of it do you drink?
Enough to wet your whistle.
Yeah.
She's just gonna chug the whole thing because she's got something stuck in her throat, squid level and all.
Oh no.
Make a con save for me.
A con save. Oh wait, I have a bonus in that. Never mind. Wee! I said button.
I hope Khan isn't your
Ah,
jump
god
stat.
damn it!
That's my jump stat.
Oh no.
Would you roll?
An 8.
Okay, you're fine.
Oh yay!
This is just a shot worth. You're fine from that. If you had a full mug, just straight down, an 8 would not save you. But just a shot, you're fine. Yeah, it's the spiciest thing you've ever consumed. And you start dripping mucus from all over you as your pores
Yay.
start to clear. You just
So
now have
nothing changed.
you now just have a puddle of slime forming under you, as if you pissed yourself.
Oh no.
But it's not slime. It's mucus. So it's sticky.
That's some good
Yeah.
stuff, huh?
Yeah. She's gonna like wheeze, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good stuff.
That's good stuff.
Like what's his name from the dog with the aviator hat that wheezes
Yeah.
What the fuck is his name? Dooley, I think. What's
Droopy?
No, not Droopy. He's like a tan dog, and he hangs out with Dastardly
Snoopy.
Bastard. No, not Snoopy. He's a villain dog.
I think I know who you're talking about pictorially, but I don't know his fucking name. He hangs out in like the helicopter
Muttley!
thing.
Muttley, that's his name from
From
Hanna-Barbera.
what?
Yeah, that is who
Oh.
I'm thinking of. Yep.
Yeah, he looks silly. Just that whole like wheezy type laugh. It's just, I can't do it. Let me go to. Okay, hang on, Muttley.
Oh, I know. I know the fucking. Hold on.
Yeah,
Let me turn off my noise
YouTube.
suppression.
Good. I can't think of it. I can't hear Wheezy without
Yep.
the fucking. Oh, what is that?
It's
he's-
more like wheezing like air when he laughs.
And he's partnered with that one evil guy with the French mustache.
Yeah,
right, with the pointy mustache.
Dastardly. I forget what
Yes.
his name is. Like, Dastardly something.
Okay,
you guys
so that's
couldn't
what
hear
that's
that
the
very
sound
well.
you make.
Oh, his name is Dick Dastardly.
Ah, of course.
I bet it
Yeah.
is.
Good old Dick.
Dick Dastardly from
Clip
the.
it.
Don't let that be what I say.
Agishu will laugh, and then he'll actually take the mug back to Lasari and Gunzai and be like, "Hey, here's your cup back."
Still have a quarter of the bottle left.
Well, yeah, I have the bottle, but it was the I thought I had a cup.
Yeah,
I
you
took
have
the
both.
cup with me that he filled up.
Yeah, you have both. So you are just done with the cup?
Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't pour myself any more, so I should just still have half a bottle of the mud.
Well, you'd
Yeah,
have a
for-
quarter bottle left because
yeah.
you both you and Gunzai had a cup of it, which equated to half the bottle gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Let me
So yeah,
fix
you
that
have one
mug
quarter.
sheet.
You have one quarter left with what's left because you shared the cup between yourself and everyone else.
Hell yeah. Bonding over rock bud wine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bonding.
But yeah, as you bring back the cup,
We killed people.
I hate people. 2 people to be exact, and their bodies were never seen again.
I would hope
That's fine.
not. Otherwise, we have questions about your
gave it the
digestive tract.
okay.
We'll have to dig around in the feces. So
Feces,
that's what
nah.
Kava had today. She had Charles.
Oh, that's where Crazy Dave went.
Poor man.
Scurvy Dave.
Scurvy Dave. You know, with a little bit of oranges, he probably tasted very good.
Probably.
Orange rind just hanging off his teeth that are rotted out.
Scurvy's actually terrifying, though. Like, do you know what it does to you?
Oh yeah.
No,
Uh,
I do not.
it dissolves your scar tissue.
Neat.
So all of your wounds that are sealed up with scar tissue, just open and start pouring out as if they were fresh, and they do not close, because your body can no longer form scar tissue if you have scurvy. It's
Ew.
fucking terrifying.
If you
And
have a
also,
lot of scars, yeah.
I believe your gums also start bleeding. I think. I believe gums
remember-
also bleed because it's somewhere within
Mhm.
scar tissue as well.
Mhm.
But yeah,
But if you have scurvy, you get a visit from Pink.
Pink. Pink.
Pink,
Who's
the
Pink?
musician.
why?
What?
Why?
Why?
We
Is
got
it-
scurvy. We need some vitamin C.
Oh.
The long joke. I see.
Yeah,
The long
yeah.
joke.
Anyway, sorry.
But yeah, you return the mug to Gunzai. And he's like,
Mhm.
thank you. Will you stay for the end of clothing stew?
Do you need any help cooking?
No, the cooking will be all done. I just need to stir every once in a while. I just got
What about
told.
taste test?
Oh, this stew is not for drinking. Though I imagined it could taste pretty well. Would not sit very well with your stomach with the special ingredient, so. If you would like taste, you can have taste. As he'll pull out the giant
Yeah, we
spoon,
can-
and then
have
it's like a head. The scoop on the spoon is like the size of your head. And he'll hold it up to you. And it smells horrendous. It smells the exact same as the troglodytes did.
Geechee, don't do it.
Ah, so delicious.
Wait, would it though? Because we had it in the box.
You get the impression that this isn't the troglodyte smell. This is just something else that was also mixed in.
Oh.
Yeah. This is one of the tanning chemicals for this instance.
Oh, fantastic.
So yeah,
But is it edible? Or in this case,
you could eat it.
I could.
You could eat it. I wouldn't, but you could.
Oh, damn it. Fine, I won't.
You
Daddy
could.
DM
you-
said no.
Aww.
No, you can have it.
Darn.
You can have it. It's just you probably shouldn't.
Nah.
Unless
Daddy
you-
DM
wait.
said I wouldn't do it. And if God says no,
Before
I say
Goonzai takes a sip, he's just gonna look and be like, "Is this a recipe from the homeland?"
Kind of. I got it
I
from
feel
my
like
mother, who is
is
tanning expert.
This is definitely a Geechee right now. The moment that soup spoon came up to his face, Just burnt off eyebrows. And then Geechee's gonna say "fuck it" and he's gonna take a sip. Take a little,
Make
take
a
little
Constitution
bit.
save for me.
Oh no.
It's very alcoholic as you taste it, though. But
that
like,
is a
what alcohol?
This man did not cook off the alcohol.
You said a save, right?
yes.
Okay, I rolled a 14. That's a +5. That's a 19.
Ooh, you managed to keep your stomach contents Ju-
Hey, by how much? I'm actually curious.
by 3.
Oh, okay.
It was a DC 16. But yeah, you managed to keep your stomach contents. But it tastes like shit.
Oh.
This
I'll
is
go
not
to Gunzai
stew
and be
for
like-
people.
This ain't it, bud.
I'll look over to Goonzai and be like, I think it needs a little more salt.
Oh, do you say so? He'll take the spoon, get a little bit of a sip.
Yeah.
He winces a little bit because it tastes fucking terrible, but like he also manages to keep his stomach guts. It's like, I don't think it is salt, but paprika that is needed. And he'll reach up to one of the cupboards above him and get a little tiny paprika shaker, and like shake it once into it, and like 3 flakes of paprika fall in. It's like there we go. And he puts it back.
A little bit of, I think you need a little bit of schminger root in there too. Yeah, a little, just a little bit. You know, like take it and just grind off a little bit off the top. You know, not a lot, just a pinch. Because if you put too much schminger root in that, it's gonna taste horrible. It's gonna taste like that squid person over there, slime. She's dead.
Well, small friend, I do believe it already tastes quite horrible.
Yeah, it's you know, Goonzai, I wouldn't lie to you. It's pretty fucking bad, my friend.
It is a good thing this is not stew for people. This is stew for clothes.
Well, you know, why did you drink it? Geechee's gonna be like, wait, why did you drink it then?
Because you drank it first, silly man. He is very clearly drunk.
Oh.
I'm like, all right, Goonzai.
Yeah, he's
You know what,
several
buddy?
cups in.
You're talking sense, Gunza.
You know what, buddy? I gotta say.
Oh.
Wait, what? You said it was alcoholic, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of alcohol in that stew.
Okay, I mean, at that point, I feel like Geechee is like at least buzzed at this point.
Okay. You got
And he-
only like a taste of that, so like you didn't really.
Well, true, but it's I think with the mixture of also drinking the alcohol from earlier,
Yeah.
the wine,
Okay. Yeah.
and it's kind of like a cross. It's like a cross, like alcohol and
Cross-contamination.
like it's a liquor and a beer kind of situation. When you have both, it kind of like doubles each other.
I'm unfamiliar.
and-
I've only ever had one type of alcohol at a time. Unless
Fair
I'm mixing
enough.
it into the same drink.
When you do like beer and alcohol, there's a saying. There's a beer before liquor, never
you'll
sicker,
Never be sicker.
and then
Mhm.
liquor before
Liquor
beer,
before
never
you're in
fear.
the clear.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like this is a situation of liquor than beer.
I was gonna say, but I didn't. Can you tell which one of us is an alcoholic?
Hey, man. When I
Thank you,
turned 21, I
military.
was depressed, okay?
Ah. It's fine.
Faye, I'm right there with you, don't worry.
Lasari will make a comment though at Agishi, be like, so you'll eat troglodyte, but you won't wear it.
I'll eat you too if you want.
Yo.
Would Lasari take that in a different manner? Hold on.
And not the way you
How
think.
here is my character.
Well, they're a virgin, and they grew up in a library.
Oh, yeah.
What do you
Oh,
think?
Yeah, but what? Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Agichi, like, being
So a
slightly
look of
buzzed,
horror.
like,
A
Yeah,
look of
Agichi,
horror
regardless of
being
her
actually eaten.
reaction, Agichi's gonna, like, have, like, a belting laugh. Because
Belly slapping laugh.
Exactly, and the alcohol's starting to set into his mind a little bit. He's not like Gunzai, because Gunzai, I feel like, is at this point, is kind of fucked.
Oh yeah.
Not wasted, but he's getting there. He can still stand, but like one more drink, he might not.
Yeah, Gunzai can hold his liquor pretty damn well. He's got a big ass belly to hold it. But yeah, no,
Given the
he's
fact that
gone.
He also drank the laundry soup.
He's gone for a little while. It's gonna be a couple hours before he comes back.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's gonna be at least 2 hours before he's back to normal.
And
Oh.
because I need to do something real fast, Agichi's gonna go out to the deck. And is it still bloody on the deck, or have they cleaned it up?
It's cleaned up.
Okay. He's still going to find a job that needs to be done on the ship deck, and then I will be right back.
I was gonna get very angry at Agichi and be like, hey, no! They told me we couldn't eat none of the crew members, so you can't eat, or I can't eat, you can't eat. She's very offended.
Terrified. Terrified.
This poor girl.
Which this is a great moment to say that if any sexual relations happen, it's gonna be immediately a fade to black once you reach the bedroom.
Alright, Dragon Age style.
Yeah, like
Oh.
Or Dragon Age style.
stuff can happen if all parties consent, but it's gonna fade to black once you reach the bedroom. Or whatever location that it's happening at.
Yes, 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 yes.
What if it happens mid-combat?
It will not happen mid-combat.
You don't know what
Yes,
romance
I do.
blooms on the battlefield.
Yes, I do. It will not
You've
happen
seen Lord of the
mid-combat.
Rings.
Yeah, I am God. It will
Yeah.
not happen mid-combat.
You're
That's
D&D
hilarious.
cock blocking.
Yes, I am. If you have a
That's
problem with
all.
that, you can play at a different table. I have set boundaries. Respect them.
You have a bot.
I got him.
Yeah. Punish him.
I squashed him. I squashed Swakes.
Yeah, squish him.
Squish.
But yeah, so, that encounters happens between the two of you. And then the last couple of minutes finally wrap up. And the magnet-looking thing, on the side of the big-ass pot, falls off to the ground. And he's like,
Oh no, the pot.
stew is ready! And then he'll open it, and now it only smells of cinnamon.
Wait, me?
No, back in the
Okay,
kitchen.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, back in the
I
kitchen.
was like, because I smell like vanilla, so.
Yeah. But yeah,
Anyway.
but yeah, the pot opens up, and it's all of the fluid seems to be well, like half the fluid seems to be either boiled off or like soaked into the troglodyte, because before it was like really firm, but now it's like before it was firm alligator hide. Might be able to like cut someone with it if you got an edge.
Ooh.
But now it's like, oh no, this is really soft, actually. Like I wouldn't want to sleep on it, but like compared to alligator hide, it's more like a goose cloth or something like that. Which think denim, but not as
Yeah.
thick for goose cloth.
Mhm.
For those of you who don't know what goose cloth feels like. Which I suppose I probably could have just said denim, but oh well. So yeah, you have 2.5 hides of tanned troglodyte hides that when enchanted, which you can either ask Gunzai to see if he knows, you could ask someone else on the Karoo to see if anyone would know, or you can hope and pray on how to enchant them to have the sort of enchantment you're looking for in order to make a Cloak of Elvenkind. It's going to be a lot easier because the cloaks are basically already there. They just need to be told that, oh yeah, you're supposed to change colors. Because they're currently dead, or asleep at the very least, and you need to wake them up / realive them.
I guess I'll go find Fairfax.
Kara could also
And
pray
ask-
on it if you want to do it with
Wait,
player
Kara can
character.
pray on it?
Yeah, she can pray for knowledge about it. She can be like, hey God, help. And might be able to get something.
have
Or
Kara-
tell someone.
I'll have-
Or tell you
I'll
who to
have
go
Kara
to.
do that. I'll have Kara do that, yeah.
Have for me, Kara
Channel
roll
them.
a wisdom check.
How does one do that? how
Wait,
do
are we
you-
still in the boat?
You're still on the boat.
Okay.
Okay. I'll roll a d20.
Okay.
And you tell me what her wisdom
Okay.
modifier is. 11.
Plus 5. So 16.
Oh yeah, no. Her god, like beams down the knowledge to her that Fairfax 100% can help you guys with this.
Oh shit, I was just gonna ask who. Cool. Fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm
That
like,
Fairfax 100%
Run over.
would be equipped to help with this. So yeah,
I'm gonna run over to Fairfax then and ask that.
what question are you asking specifically?
If I have it written in my notes. You told me what these can be turned into. If she can enchant
Cloak of
them
Elvenkind.
into the Cloak of Elvenkind.
I could, but you'd need to pay me for it. Seeing as you already have all the materials attached, I just need to guide the ritual. It would be relatively cheap. What you got on you?
Monies. How much do I has?
Money and equipment. That like they're just looking for money and equipment. If you guys want to pool as a party to be able to swap equipment for this,
Actually, you know what? Because I had that
Ugh.
malachite.
I'm sneezing
No.
over here. Fuck you.
I'm gonna give. I'm gonna offer the malachite.
aye, that'll do.
Let's go.
And then she'll shuffle you into, assuming you have the still steaming hot troglodyte skins.
Oh yeah.
Like they feel really nice in this cold air. By the way, like it's the middle of winter and you just pulled a blanket out of the dryer.
Oh yes, let's go.
Yeah, it's like you kind of want to just wrap up with them, and it smells like cinnamon. The inside of it smells like cinnamon still.
Oh yes. Oh, like home.
But yeah, so then you got you two, unless Carl would also like to join.
Yeah, I'm dragging Kara with me.
You and Kara go into the ritual and said, and Fairfax says, do either of you have any magical capabilities of your own?
I just learned some stuffs. Yeah, I can
Aye?
do things, kind of. Yeah.
Aye? Then I'll have you bound to this as well. They might just be able to help you better that way.
Let's go.
And Kara 100% has capabilities of spells. You've seen her cast some.
Oh yes.
But,
She-
so then
all the things.
Fairfax will pull out a large board by like a 3x3, 3-foot by 3-foot board, and she will start drawing some ritual magic on it. You recognize it as ritual magic. You don't know the implications behind ritual magic, though, because you do not have the ritual caster feat.
No, I don't know nothing.
But yeah, and then
Narfin.
but then she
I don't know nothing about birthing no babies.
but yeah, then she has you set all 3 skins into the center of the circle, piled up, and she gestures for both you and Kara to kneel down and put your hands on a certain area of the circle. This one has been drawn to have 3 points on it. There's summoning Satan, by the way. No.
Let's go.
Satan. Satan.
Girls sleepover. Oh my god, what if we summoned a demon? Boys sleepover. Who the fuck keeps
my
summoning
God.
demons?
Oh my god, like, what if we totally, like, just for a joke, summoned Cthulhu and asked to, like, braid his tendrils and paint his nails? Do you think he'd go for it?
I don't think Cthulhu would go for it. Mostly because he doesn't understand the concept of braiding.
What was that one? Oh god.
But yeah,
It's like that old Bugs Bunny episode where he's, like, painting the giant red monster's nails and he, like, puts his fingers in and it's, like, dynamite. I may have been watching a lot of cartoons before D&D.
no, I
It's
don't
fine.
blame you. I don't blame you. Bugs Bunny's always good to watch. Are you kidding me? He
is
raised
the
me.
mean Lord.
Yeah, he raised me to be sassy, but also forgiving.
And
But if a
dressed in hot woman.
bitch needs to go, a bitch needs to go. He's also the best drag queen I've ever seen. Like, goddamn.
I was about to ask, did he teach you how to be a woman?
I mean, not necessarily, but
He
like,
taught me that sometimes the best woman takes a man.
yeah, that he did. That he did. In order to be the best
That's
woman, you gotta be a man.
More of a,
And vice
more
versa.
of a man than you'll ever be, and more than a woman than you're ever gonna get.
Yep.
Damn.
Anyway, Fairfax gestures for the two of you to sit down, and help channel your magic into it.
Oops, sorry.
And she'll kneel down with like one hand resting on a knee, kind of like a superhero landing pose,
Let's go.
with her other hand resting in the circle, for her location, and she will say, "I'll begin the ritual here in 3, 2, 1," and then she'll tap with her finger in the middle of her side of her ritual circle, and you'll start feeling drained. How many spell slots do you have, Lasari?
I have 2.
You have 2 first level spell slots. Both of those are gonna go into this.
Fantastic.
So it's as if you've already cast 2 spells for the day.
Click, click.
Yep. The same will happen to Kara, and you imagine the same will happen for Fairfax.
Okay.
And they now, all 3 of them, glow with illusion magic.
Uh-oh.
And would this be abjuration or
Specialized Lasari.
Actually, they glow with illusion magic and necromancy magic.
Oh, fantastic.
Which necromancy is not necessarily raise the dead. Necromancy is just life and death magic. It's the
Yeah.
manipulation of vital forces. For those of you, so you guys don't need to get like, oh god, they're demons now, or something like that.
Oh.
It's like, oh god, they're gonna turn us into vampires. No, they're just. You get, and then she'll tell you, I went through the trouble of giving them a self-repair enchantment. So even if they get damaged, that they can repair themselves. I wouldn't throw it in a vat of acid or anything. There still needs to be part of it to repair, and you're gonna have to put some magic into it to repair it. But they will repair themselves. They're not as sturdy as some store-bought ones, though, but they have a ton of magic at their disposal. Anyway.
Lasari, full of excitement, is just going to say, thank you, and then, like, lurch to give her a hug.
She stands very stiffly as you give her the hug, and she'll, like, her arms are pinned to her side now, and she'll pat you on the back, and then push you off. It's like, there. Get the fuck off of me.
Yeah, then I'll just, like, say thank you again, and then I'll grab Kara and we'll go, like, leave.
Alright. You can add 3 cloaks of Elvenkind to your inventory.
2 medium, 1 small, right?
Yep.
Not clocks.
Okay. And then is there anything else anyone would like to do before we travel to town? And you guys rest for the night. No? No one wants to do anything? Okay. So,
I was muted that entire time.
Any lusty bard maids?
you are on a ship.
Oh, you're drunk enough, so Gooner?
Gunzai? Gunzai is... You get the impression Gunzai's not interested in that like that. He's actually asexual.
A sexual what?
He's ace.
Oh, asexual.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
he's
you were making a
ace.
joke.
Yeah, I thought it was a joke too.
Oh, no.
Not gonna lie.
I really heard us. No, I thought you said asexual, and then I thought your mic cut out.
Oh,
Asexual, a sexual deviant.
yeah.
no, yeah. You guys get a very normal stew for dinner, from Gunzai. Surprisingly, lacking cinnamon. It seems like he might be out of cinnamon now. But,
Root?
there's a little bit of smidgel root in yours.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there's a little bit of smidgel root in yours.
That's the good stuff.
But, and it tastes like home. To anyone else, it's gonna be super spicy.
Nom, 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 nom.
As you get the impression that that's kind of what smidgel root is known for, is being very spicy.
Tagichi, though, that doesn't even phase him.
Yeah,
That's
the
the lower
Asura,
end for Asura.
the Asura taste rocks. Like, it needs to be super flavorful for them to taste anything. They don't understand
Well,
elven cuisine.
We make
But-
the best chefs and the best construction workers.
You make excellent construction workers and guards. Anything that doesn't require a lot of thought and sending stuff up the chain of command, you guys are excellent at.
Exactly. Left to our own devices with only physical work, we got you.
Yep. Whenever you run into a problem, it's like, hey boss, there's a problem. Perfect. You're the best fucking warehouse workers. Period.
Let's go.
But,
Amazon employees.
But yeah, that night, with a belly full of stew and 3 cloaks richer, you all drift off to sleep. But Lasari, Cassava, and Agichi, you don't manage to sleep very well, as throughout the whole night, all you can ever see are the eyes, and there's the immediate impression that something's right behind you and breathing on your neck. But in your dream, when you're looking at this entire Milky Way worth of eyes in a black void, every direction you look, you are being stared at by countless eyes. And some of the eyes have eyes inside of them. So like their eyes on eyes on eyes on eyes, and then they blink rapidly. Sometimes some of them stare at you perpetually, and you guys do not get a long rest that night. So you each gain 1 point of exhaustion.
Well, now, hold up. I would like to argue that Agichi, being the fact that his background was a gladiator, is used to all eyes on him.
You're used to regular eyes on you, not
But
this type
I
of
would say,
attention.
too, like, there would be a spotlight on him, so it would be the equivalent of darkness with the feeling of eyes on him.
If you hadn't willingly failed your save, I would say sure. But you
Should I
willingly
roll contest?
make a charisma saving throw at disadvantage for me.
Alright. First one is 11. Second one is a 10. My modifier is a +2, so that is a 12.
That is not enough. The DC was 15.
Okay.
But so yeah, you do not suffer
Thank you for at least letting me roll.
Yes. You, all three of you, gain 1 point of exhaustion and do not get a long rest. As you are kept up by the cosmic entities staring at you. And throughout the night, you hear a bunch of whispers, all coming from directly behind your head, as you hear them. Who are you? Why are you here? Where are you going? What are you? Who is that? What do you taste like? Sapsuan. Can I eat it?
I wish I could tell you where we're going.
Can Kava just interact with the voices?
You can respond, but it doesn't seem like they hear what you say.
Okay, because she would just be like, she'd be freaked out a little bit, but she would like be attempting to intimidate whatever is in her head.
You
That's
do not
just 'cause-
successfully intimidate them. They
She's just like yelling at herself, like, "Get out of my head! Get out of my head!"
Yeah, no.
Ichi, I don't even
You cut
know
out.
where
What?
I'm going, man. You tell me. I ended up on a boat. I was in a fucking library. Then I ended up in a fucking boat. I got yelled at by a woman who's fingering herself over there. And now I don't even know, man. And then some giant ostrich got me drunk.
I got kissed by a man with full arms. He tasted like life.
Well, you tasted like salt.
You
Akichi's
tasted
now
like-
inside your dream.
Just arguing.
Well, you tasted like salt, bitch.
You tasted like dried water.
Dried water?
At least I had
What?
some flavor.
Dried water. That's what she said.
The fuck does dried water taste like?
You know, like
Air.
Calcium?
air, dirt.
General
Oh,
minerals.
man.
General mineral buildup.
Well, you tasted like my ex-girlfriend, so ha.
Oh gosh.
The fuck's an ex-girlfriend?
Fuck's a
I don't know,
girlfriend.
but she tasted like trout, and that's what you taste like too.
I ate trout.
Yes, you are.
Where's this
With your
going?
big old catfish lips.
Oh man.
You take that back. There's squid lips, and you know it, you racist
Oh.
bastard.
Well, maybe largemouth bass at best.
There's going to be a fight ensued in a little bit.
Missed opportunity to say largemouthed bitch.
Damn.
Missed
'Cause Saba will
opportunity.
remember this.
Oh.
But no, yeah.
Oh.
Lasari, while they're all whispering, since you have the magic special vision that can see extra far, you notice this a couple of like just at the edge of your vision of the same hands that had closed the rip in space-time that you guys fell through. And you see them
God.
all around you just at the edge of your vision.
Okay. Fantastic. The paranoia is going to continue.
You see the eyes, Lasari? Did you see them? They
I
stare at
saw
you?
So many eyes.
You
I
are
got
now
taken
all
back
awake.
to the time I went to school without my pants. It was horrible.
You went to school?
I know, it's surprising, right?
Ugh. Oh man.
That's how terrifying it is.
No, I didn't. That's why it's scary.
Oh.
I wasn't a college man. I was sports. I was captain of my wrestling team. I didn't even go to that high school, and they still made me captain of the wrestling team.
Oh.
So yeah, Cassava has exhaustion 1. Let's go to Lasari. I'm currently adding it myself.
I found a button.
You found the exhaustion?
I did.
Yeah, Geechee, I
Let's
did
go.
too. I know where it was.
Okay.
I got exhaustion
So, yeah.
1.
Took me a minute, but I found it.
Leave it to the fish woman to be lazy.
Which, by the way, 1 level exhaustion means you have disadvantage on all ability checks while you are exhausted, and you have to go through a long rest to remove a level of exhaustion.
And I
That is
don't
until they
have my
completely change
spells.
exhaustion.
They might. You also did not recover anything from that combat. So anything you used during that combat, spell slots, racial abilities, class abilities, you did not get that. You do not get that recovered. Everyone else does. So Walter gets a long rest, Kara gets a long rest, and Valston get a long rest. So they get their stuff. Yeah. Then you guys wake up and you're just a few leagues, or like nautical miles, away from land. It takes you about another hour to be able to get to land, and it is a very I would say fire brick, but it's mostly like shades of gray, going from black to slate gray to white to like ash gray. Depends on the building, and some of them are just speckled with like, yeah, no, here's just bricks. We don't care. And then there's a tower in the middle of town that you can't quite see what's in the top of it, but you get the impression that someone's looking over you. You get the impression that it's put there to be able to see all of town. And then as you dock, you notice that there seems to be some sort of small festival going on. And Fairfax will shuffle you all off because they need to dock the other boat and get the fuck out of her hair. But before you leave, you will have, when you wake up in the morning, you will be given 5 gold pieces each as your cut of what you got from the ship raid. So all 6 of you get 5 gold pieces.
Oh, I need to add what about last session too. Crap.
Where the
I
fuck
gotta
is
say,
my
I love
fucking
being able to
gold?
tower over you guys like this. It's adorable.
I'm gonna go over to Goon's Eye before leaving the ship, and I'm gonna put my both like 2 hands out, like the 2-hand sword shake,
Mm-hmm.
and be like, if you're ever in the homeland and you meet a man and you see a man, or you hear if you run into a man named Ratoni, make sure you let him know Agichi sent you. That's my father. Or if you happen to run into Margaret, that is my mom.
Margaret and Radoni. I will try to remember this, small friend. I will look out for them. And he pats you on the head. Here, have extra bottle of wine. And he gives you another full bottle of Rockbud wine.
Agichi's gonna be happy as shit, and then he's gonna be like,
Oh.
"Is it full bottle?"
Yes, it's a full bottle.
Oh, you're the best, Goon's Eye.
And then he'll go back to... He'll actually now, since they're docked, and doesn't need to worry about making food for the crew for tonight, or lunch for the crew for tonight, he's actually gonna help start moving, like, all of the treasure from the dock, and they after they get you off at one dock, they go and dock the other ship at what seems to be a much more private dock, as there are like a dozen guards in plate armor, emblazoned with a wolf on the chest. A wolf's head specifically, not like the full body of a wolf, just a wolf's head over there, and it's surrounded by a raven, an owl, and a fox on the top, but the wolf's head takes predominance. But yeah, they go and dock the much more damaged, for one, and yeah, the ship that had the treasure on it. And the guards start to go onto it and start looting the ship and taking the stuff and going and putting it away inside another much larger building. This one seems like 2 stories tall and has a warehouse on it attached to it. And they start putting the stuff inside there. It also has a large wolf face emblazoned on it. None of you are familiar with Galraven, actually, so you wouldn't know what that means. You just know that it exists. But yeah, you notice that you are now in town. And there's a festival on the docks. What do you do?
Go
Is
play
there
some
anybody
carnival
nearby?
games. Test your strength. Is there anything for Agichi to test his strength?
You see a very large tank, like a water tank, with what you think is what Cassava would recognize as a bull shark. With like a harness attached around him. With a very long.
Is this a ride the bull, but it's a bull shark?
It's actually a tug of war, with a bull shark.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like how they do tug of war with tigers. If you've ever seen that at a zoo, where they get like a bunch of really buff, strong men, and then the tiger's just like, this is fun.
I know
yeah.
exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So then, you line up to do that, and you see a Goliath is currently the one doing it, and it seems like the idea is not to be able to beat the bull shark, but instead how far are you able to stop? For how long are you able to stop the bull shark from moving? It's much more about sturdiness rather than just
Wait a
explosive
minute.
strength.
Shark's not moving backwards, is it? Because sharks can't move backwards.
It seems like this is a special shark.
Okay. It's a special shark.
Magic.
This is a
Whoa.
special magical shark.
It's got legs. It's land shark. It's land shark.
Oh,
It's just a man in a shark suit. Just a really buff dude in a shark outfit.
But yeah, Losari would notice that that the shark is also coated in necrotic or necromantic magic. So even if it does go backwards, it's still gonna be alive.
That makes sense.
Land shark.
But yeah, that's one of the events. There also seems to be a fishing competition to see who can reel in the best fish, and you get 3 attempts at it. There is a cooking competition to see who can prepare the best stuff from what's provided. There is a merry-go-round with a lot of fish. It seems to be like the start of the fishing season kind of festival, as it is now springtime and winter is mostly gone. So you guys are able to actually fish around here as the river that borders the town actually starts melting. It's still like covered in snow, as this place doesn't really lose its snow, but the melt is there and it's working. Place is still fucking cold.
Is Is there one of those games where you gotta like throw the ping pong ball into like a little like into like a little glass cup and you win a fucking goldfish or some shit like that?
There's nothing like that, but there is a darts
Oh.
game.
I wanted a goldfish.
If you want a goldfish, I'm sure you could just go buy a goldfish. I don't think it survived this cold weather,
No
though.
sport in that. No sport in that.
The
I
problem...
can literally, if I go to the fair and be like, haha, I won a goldfish versus I went down to Petco and bought a 99-cent goldfish.
is the
It's
goldfish...
sport.
Goldfish can't fucking live in this temperature, man. And you do also see a
Yes.
lot of cats out and about on the... A lot of stray cats are out and about on the street right now.
Sounds like a
Alva
goldfish
immediately
problem.
becomes uncomfortable.
One of them, a big black, fluffy cat, is staring right at you, Kasava.
She's just
Don't
gonna
worry,
hiss as
Kava, I
loudly
got-
as she can.
Kavi, you can snuggle up to me if you get all scared. Don't worry, I got you.
She instantly just squids her way up at Geechee. Just hisses at the cat.
Like he's a fucking
And
tree.
Geechee's just gonna be like, he doesn't expect this. He'll be like, oh, don't worry, cold, cold, cold.
Mucus, it's everywhere. It's in my eyes.
Like he's a fucking tree. Yeah, the cat just like frog blinks at you.
Aw.
What
and
does she
Geechee's
have in her
just gonna-
pocket?
Geechee's just gonna walk around with his new cassava beehive wig on.
Can I throw Marrow Drinker, but just choose to miss and just try to scare the cat away?
Yeah,
But-
you could throw it in its general direction.
Yeah, she's just gonna completely just like toss it at it. Just like, go away.
The cat is unfazed by the throw. Walks over,
Cat.
sniffs it, smells like fish, picks it up in its mouth, and runs away.
It comes back with magic, bitch!
And so
Do,
does the
do you
cat.
do you summon it back?
Wait, yes. But does the cat come back?
The cat does in fact come with it for whatever
Ah,
reason.
damn it!
Oh no.
Okay.
So
I
the cat
wanna
is
do one
now
of those
just really
cartoon-
confused. It's like, what the what?
I want to do one of those cartoony things where the cat is like attacking and there's like a giant dirt ball whirlwind between the cat and Pava just trying to get off each other.
And Agichi takes a couple stray scratches from not sure which of you, as this goes on for like a minute until the cat just jumps down and leaves.
She's just like holding on a beehive wig style, just panting and covered in fur. Fucking
It's just
cats.
POV. POV is just one of those fucking videos where the guy has like a camera on the cat and it's just fucking up under the cat. But it's just Kava as a squid.
For those that don't know, Kava has a fear of cats.
Yeah, the streets are littered with cats right now. Some of them are just lazing about. In fact, Walter would notice a cat about his size that's just really chunky is laying somewhere. Like, right in the perfect spot. Like, this dude knows where he's supposed to be. And that he does not move very frequently. And people come by and just throw fish at him. Because he's the adorable, massive, chunky boy that we probably shouldn't feed anymore, but everyone keeps doing it.
I've heard about this
Like-
cat. That's Snarlfield.
I thought it was Muta from The Cat Returns.
It's Mr. O'Malley,
Ah, Mr. O'Malley!
Oh man.
the
How'd
alley
you know
cat.
that? How'd you know his name is O'Malley? I ain't seen you around here
Knew it.
before.
Who's talking?
Well, I took a guess. Is that actually his name?
No, his name is Walter.
Hey, yo, we got a Walter too. Hey, Walter.
No shit!
This cat's name is Walter.
Who the fuck is talking?
A random villager.
Oh, okay. Whew. I thought the cat was talking.
At that time, you do see a tabaxi walk by. Which is a cat. A tabaxi is a Khajiit, basically. From
The tentacles will get tighter around
from Elder
Agichi.
Scrolls. Yeah, you see
There you
see a
go. That's
tabaxi
a
walk by you
tabaxi.
guys.
Ah, yeah.
he'll
she's
lean
very
down and
uncomfortable.
scratch Cat Walter. He'll scratch him behind the ears in the good spot, and then Cat Walter will just perk up and and just purr the loudest purr you've ever heard. You can feel it in your chest from like
what's
10
doing?
feet away.
I think you activated it.
Alba's gonna do something she never does, and she's gonna say, "Please don't bend down." She wants to stay as high and as far away from the cats as possible.
Agisha will kind of laugh, and then he'll just like do that thing where you kind of extend your back a little bit to stand a little taller, like when you were a kid trying to get onto a roller coaster. You're like, I'm tall enough.
Oh yeah, decompressing your back. Yeah,
Exactly.
but yeah,
I'm tall enough to ride on the go karts.
yeah.
I'm
Lasari,
tall enough to avoid this pet.
you'll have a cat walk by and stroke your leg.
I'm gonna bend down and pet the cat.
It is very appreciative.
Oh yes, kitty, let's go. I'm happy.
Yeah, and they're all very fluffy cats too. Like
Oh my
you
God,
don't
I
see
can't
you
keep
don't see
going.
any short hairs around here. They're all long hair cats.
That makes sense. It's cold.
Yup. They're also very like meaty because like fish come here all the time, and the people here seem to really like them. So you don't see any scraggly boys around here. No scrungles.
Oh, no wisps.
No
No,
wispy scrungles here. These are all fed cats.
Oh, they fat.
Well, they're not fat.
Are there
Except for
any
Cat
eating
Walter.
lasagna?
Cat Walter's fucking fat. Cat Walter is the definition of oh lord he coming.
Oh Lord, he coming.
Yeah, because he's a 2-foot tall cat.
Yeah, Cat
Hey,
Walter's
damn.
actually mayor of this place. It's fine.
Cat Walter
It's a
is
fucking-
massive.
He's the mayor.
Is there any food? Do I see any other Oseros around?
Other than Goonzai, no, you don't see any Asura around here.
Do
Not
I
in
smell
town.
any food that do I smell any food that would suit an Oseros taste?
You
Oh, we got a keen eye or
you
keen
s-
nose for
you
food.
smell some spiced wine. And you can smell some cooked fish from the cooking competition. You can smell someone cooking up something real spicy. And the person-
I smell spice.
Not me, right?
The person cooking the fish that you can smell is actually a plasmoid. They are actually a slime person.
Plasmoids eat anything.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could trust this food. Plasmoids don't even eat. They
do.
They go straight to digestion. No, they
Yeah.
go straight to digestion. They don't have taste buds. They don't have nothing. They just digest.
Are there
Was
a
it
lot
Frankie?
of races here that Lasari wouldn't like know of?
Oh yeah,
From what
there's
you
a
said.
couple of races here you don't recognize. One of them, you see someone in like who's fishing, who is actually using not a fishing rod, but they're kind of just extending one of their legs because they are a spider person, and they're using their own silk to instead of a fishing line. Not a drider. It's more of like a regular person who then has like an abdomen, who is a spider abdomen and like 2 spider legs attached to it, or attached at their butt. Well, 2 of them are
Well,
attached
the
at their
person
butt, and 2 of them are from like basically other where wings would be placed normally.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go up to that
Think
that
Doc
fish
Ock.
vendor who was frying the fish.
The plasmoid fish guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, ooh, what you got here?
We got a lot of smidge root, but it's also balanced out by having a bit of Korka in there as well.
Agichi's
Would you
gonna
like to
kind of
try
stun
some?
back a little. Agichi's gonna kind of take a step, like a half step back, and be like, "Whoa, you speak elegantly." I won't lie. Every plasma I ever talked to was like,
Ah, you
"You
must be
speak
from.
really well. Where'd you go to college?"
I actually attended the House of Owls within Galravan proper. I attended their Academy of Magic. I didn't learn magic myself. However, I do know how to taste things quite well, which is usually a concern for people. And I learned proper culinary skills there myself. Would you like to try some of this? and he'll ladle out like basically a free sample.
Geechi's
Wa-
gonna
a
squint
Walmart
his
free
eyes
sample.
a little bit, you know. As I said, Geechi's gonna squint his eyes a little bit, you know. He's a connoisseur of food, you know, given his homeland, and he's gonna be like, okay, and then because at the same time he'll never refuse food, and
Can Kava just snap down
he'll
and
take
eat it
that
before
little
he
bit.
does? Just
Uh,
like a little.
both of you make initiative checks at disadvantage because you're both exhausted.
Damn, you right.
Where's the unluckiest of the two?
That's a 14 and a 15. My initiative is +3, so that's a 17.
Mine's a
Okay.
17 too.
At 17
Let's
at
go.
disadvantage.
What's the disadvantage? What's disadvantage?
Roll twice,
You
take
roll
the lower.
twice, you take the lower.
Oh, roll twice. Twice. Okay, got it. Damn, 8.
Yeah, no,
That's my food.
Cassava, you do not get the free sample. But though seeing you swipe for the one from Agichi, the plasmoid will scoop you a free sample as well. And it's like a shot glass worth of the stock with a little bit of quarka meat in there.
Agichi's gonna grab Kava, noticing that she is going for his food. He's just gonna hold her up by her tentacle hair, and then he's gonna grab the food that the plasmoid's gonna hand over and just put it in her mouth, and then eat his.
What? Just shove it in her mouth.
Exactly.
It's
She
actually
accepts this.
really good. It's really Cassava doesn't prefer it, but like that's just because you prefer like uncooked
Good
meat.
things.
Yeah,
Yes.
uncooked meat, and you're usually not a fan of smidger root because that's also really spicy. So it's giving you a little bit of flashbacks to last night.
Agichi's gonna look like a scene out of Food Wars, and his clothes are just gonna blow off.
No, not the shark
He's gonna be
hoodie.
like,
No,
"Boom."
you're only
No, but it
wearing
doesn't
the shark
actually
hoodie.
blow off. It's just one of those quick scenes where it's like it looks.
Yeah,
like
and a food etchy scene. Yeah,
exactly, like almost 90% of
Etchy.
Food Wars.
that's what those
And-
scenes are called, are etchy scenes.
That's what he looks like in it. That's what he sees in his head. But in reality, he just eats the food and he just closes his eyes and his face kind of blushes a little bit. And he's like, "Holy shit, that was
Yeah,
good."
It's actually really good. It's not like write home about good, but like it's really good.
It's
I'll take
carnival
6.
food.
Yeah.
I'll take 6.
All right, and he scoops you like 6 bowls of food. He's like, I'm not sure you have enough hands to hold this on.
Are you sure? He pulls out his second hands. I can hold 2 bowls with one hand.
All right.
Kava would like
And
to
he
point
and
at
he
like
forms he himself forms like 6 total arms out of his center plasmoid body to hand you the bowls, and he winks at you.
Agichi's gonna smile and be like, "Thank you very much." And he's gonna give one of the bowls to Kava, and then he's gonna be trying to balance 5 bowls while he takes over a bowl to his party. He wants to. I want to buy. I'm basically buying a bowl for everybody.
Okay. That will
Wait,
How
are
much
you
is that?
refeeding
that
Kava?
will cost you a silver piece because you bought in bulk.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
gonna
you
say,
get
like,
you get a bowl
hey.
free because you bought a lot.
Oh, what a sweetheart. But yeah, I'll bring everybody a bowl of the food. Here you go, Kava. Here you are, Lasari.
Thanks,
Hey,
Luigi.
Walter! Stop going for the fucking shinies. Eat the soup.
You'll see he'll have picked up a really shiny silver cat.
can't
Put
keep
it down,
it
Walter.
home,
God
Walter.
damn it.
You gotta feed it.
Are you gonna feed it? No? Then put it down. Valson, here you go, Mr.
Puts it
Goat
down
Hand.
reluctantly.
Thank you.
Oh, Kara, when was the last time you ate? Here you go.
Breakfast.
Alright.
Valson's sort of been eyeing up that the bull shark thing.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
you want to test it? You want to test your strength against the shark?
Maybe.
And
He
it
kind of
says
wants to
on the
double
s-
team it with Agichi.
on the sign it says
Hey, let's go.
on the sign it says test your strength against the shark, but shark is spelt with a Q instead of a K.
Sharky.
Shark.
Shaku.
Valston's willing to put in a double team effort with Geechee just to see what happens.
It's
you sure?
unfortunate.
Like,
He's got good
I
legs.
didn't get good sleep, man. I didn't get good sleep. It'd be. I don't think I'd be a good help.
Unfortunately, it's only one person at a time.
Okay then.
Yeah, this is a one person event. Most
I'll
of
mud
the
wrestle with you though, Valston.
there is slush wrestling. Most people stay away from it though because it's fucking cold, and you have to do
Yeah.
it basically naked.
I mean,
Listen,
I
man,
got
the
an
fire inside
insulating
of me
fur
burned.
layer.
The cold outside.
I got an
Warm
insulating
inside,
fur layer.
warm
so-
outside. Like Gunzai says.
Wait,
Well-
do I adapt to cold and warm water? I forgot if that was a thing.
I'm pretty sure you adapt to warm water really well, but cold water not so much.
Got it.
Because you come from
turned into a
you come from
squid.
a very tropical environment.
Yeah, got you.
So like you're good in temperate and warm water, but not so good in cold water. So you're the same as regular people in cold water.
Got it.
At least that's the current declaration, and we will proceed from there.
Got it. Yes.
Agichi is gonna walk over to Valston after giving him the bowl, seeing that he eyes it, and then I'm assuming the Valston would act if we can double team it. But then we would have saw the rules were that we can't double team it. So Agichi's gonna slap Valston on the butt behind and be like, "You got this, buddy."
Sure, I'll try it.
Right.
I don't have guidance, so that would have been a guidance cast.
It would have been a
Slap butt.
great guidance cast. But so yeah, you are going to get in line. There's currently the same Goliath is there, and he's because you get like a couple, and you can get like 3 different attempts in a day,
Yeah.
and he got back through line now. He still looks really disappointed with both of his things. He was only able to hold the shark in place for like 6 seconds. So he only was able to do it for 1 round. It gets harder every round.
I can imagine, yeah.
So yeah, you can get in line if you want. Both of you
Yeah,
can get in
sure.
line if you want.
Agichi's gonna sit it out.
Okay.
He's
You don't want
tired.
to you don't want to test your strength against the shark.
Agichi tired. He gonna eat his soup. You gonna eat his fish soup.
Nelson's, he's too interested in the shark.
But he's gonna full send, like he's gonna be a fucking like fucking cheerleader, like out of nowhere he's in a fucking skirt and shit cheering for Valston.
He's turned the
He's just
shark
gonna
hoodie
grow a
into a
giant-
skirt. Into a skirt? A skirt.
He's gonna grow a giant yellow afro out of fucking nowhere. And his nose hair is gonna get a little bit longer. For
All
no
right.
fucking reason
Okay,
whatsoever.
Bobobo.
Bobo!
They were watching Bobobo yesterday at Dream Magic.
were.
Ah, I see. So speaking
And-
of
He's just gonna cheer
Bobo,
for Valston.
I gotta go and get dinner. So
Okay.
I'm probably gonna have to pop out right
So
here.
we'll if you want to pop out now, we'll just do the bull shark competition and then we'll call it there. fair?
Alright, I'll hang in.
Fair
Yeah,
for everyone?
God, fuck it.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Valston, you step
Yeah.
up, and the guide says, who is actually a trite himself, which is a fish person, like a proper fish person, like a proper scaly fish dude. I can show you guys a picture later if you want. But yeah, he tells you, is like, don't worry about pulling the shark backwards. This isn't a competition to see if you can pull him backwards. This is a competition to see how long you can stop him and hold him in place. For your safety and his, if you feel the rope start to burn, let go. And then
Very well.
he'll say, when I ring this bell, it will begin. And then he will ring the bell, and I need you to make me a strength athletics check.
Let's go, Valston!
Starting off with
Give
an
it a
11.
yank!
An 11?
I rolled a 4. 11.
Oof.
I was gonna cheer for the shark. It'd be like, oh, she's like listening to Gichi. She
Yeah.
goes, shark. I mean, Valve.
You start to lose a little bit of headway, but then you manage to pull it back a little bit. So no ground loss for this one.
Oh.
And you can make up ground. But the
Alright.
moment you lose 3 total ground, that's it.
Yeah.
So you can make up ground twice without maintaining the thing. And that's if you beat the DC I set by 5, which I am rolling to set the DC. Okay. And then for the next round. Go ahead.
Better. 24.
Go.
You
That shark should be flying.
the DC was 22.
Damn it.
So
Dang.
good job. Because yeah, the shark has a +4 to his strength.
Go.
Ah.
Come
So
on, Valston. You
So,
got
yeah,
him on the ropes.
you managed shut up. You managed to get yeah. So the second round or second tug, you managed to stay put. The third round, you managed to actually pull it back a little bit because he rolled a
Yeah,
total
I got a
of
19 on the
yeah.
roll there.
He rolled an 8.
Nice.
Go ahead and do the next one.
13.
That is not enough. He rolled a 23.
Oof, damn.
So yeah,
Yeah, I got a
you
6
lose
on
that
that.
little bit of ground you gain. And those of you who are looking on from the audience, you notice that there's like a set 1 foot box that doesn't count as being pulled out of, where you can gain and lose a little bit of ground. But the moment he starts getting to the edge is where you're gonna get called. All right.
Currently I'm at a net 0 right now.
Yes, you are at net 0. Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
19. Another 19.
They rolled a 21. So you
Yeah,
lose a little bit of
alright.
ground again.
Oh, that's not. 16.
They rolled a 19. That is 2 losses, I think?
Yeah, it's 2 down.
Yeah, that's 2 down. So you're at the edge of the box. You're at the edge of the
Yep.
line. You're doing great. You're doing great.
Okay, that's a low roll though. That was a 12.
Oh no.
Yep.
They rolled an 11. You managed to stay put.
Let's go.
Jesus. Yeah, no, I
Let's
keep
go.
rolling like 4, 6, 5.
Okay, go
Come
ahead.
on.
Go ahead.
Okay, dirty 20.
They rolled a 15. You managed to gain back a little bit of ground.
Go.
Nice. Oh, good roll there. 23.
They rolled a natural 1. You managed to gain back a little bit of ground. You're
Damn.
back to net.
Let's
You're back to net
go.
0.
Let's go.
You take their dentures out.
Another dirty 20.
Ooh.
They actually rolled a natural 20 that time, so that's a 24.
Dang.
So they drag you back down.
That's fine. 17.
Come on, Valston, stop pulling like a little bitch.
They rolled a 15. So
Man, I got
yeah,
I got
net
no
0.
control over this.
so you're currently at -1.
16.
Also a 16. You managed to stay put, and you're going on for
Let's
like
go! Finally, I rolled my 20. 27.
you're going on
Let's
to
go.
you're going on to like 10 seconds at this point, because each of these rounds is going to be considered a second for this.
Okay.
The crowd has to be going
Oh, yeah,
nuts
no.
right now.
Oh, yeah, no.
20, so that's 27.
Like, the strongest person here has been that Triton, and if everyone's convinced he's been cheating at it. And yeah, no, you gain up a little bit of ground, because that Triton was there for like a minute. That Triton managed to hold them in place for like a minute, and everyone's convinced he's cheating. But now you are going for like 12 seconds, and you managed to gain back a little bit of ground. So you're at
Kava,
0
you speak
again.
Fish. Kava, you
25.
speak fish. Tell that shark to stop trying so hard.
You managed to gain back a little bit of ground. You're now at +1. If you get to
Oh my God.
+3, you also ring out.
Okay.
So
oh,
you know.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Because
So at
because
least
it's
you would
it's
be-
about
you think I
it's about the
speak
same
shark?
box.
Yeah. 19.
They rolled a 23 with a natural
Wow.
19. So you go back
That's
to net
fine,
0.
honestly. I'm fine with I'm better at net zero. I'm happy with that then. Knowing that if I get too good, then I bring
Yeah,
out
because it's for the safety of the shark. That's when the rope would start burning.
22.
They rolled an 18 total. So yeah, you're
Okay.
back to
Okay.
yep, you're back
Still
to
zero.
neutral.
Another 20, 27.
They also rolled a natural 20, so you're still at net zero.
Let's go.
You're going on like round 16 here now.
15.
That is a 23. You're back to minus. You're down to -1.
That's fine. 17.
They rolled a 20 total. It's down to -2.
No. Oh, thank God. 25.
They rolled an 8. You're back to -1.
That was almost a 2. by
You're
the
at
way.
20 seconds. You're
It
at
went
20
from a 2
seconds
to
now.
18. Okay, awesome. Fantastic. 24.
They also rolled the 24 with a natural
God damn
20.
it. Fuck it out. 18.
They rolled another natural 1. You're back to
Oh
0.
my God. 23.
They rolled a total 20. You managed to gain a little bit of ground.
That was a low roll. 12.
Oh, they rolled a 6. You're up to +2.
Oh God. 17.
16. You're stationary.
Oh boy. 20. Dirty 20.
Oh, they rolled a 24. They drag you back in. You're going
Thank
on
God.
25 seconds here.
Good. Now I'm only at +1. Dirty 20.
They rolled a 22. You get dragged forward again. You're back to net 0.
Let's go. It's where I'm safest. 24.
They rolled a 23. You don't go anywhere.
26.
They rolled a 24. You don't go anywhere.
Damn it, man. Every time I get my 19s or 20s, so do they. 19.
They rolled a 17.
Okay.
You get to stay put.
15.
That was cocked. Oh, it's a natural 20. They pull you in a little bit. You're going on 30 seconds here. The crowd is roaring. They're freaking out. You're doing the best of anyone all day other than the Triton.
18.
They rolled a 19. You get pulled in a little bit. You're down to -1.
Damn it, 12.
Ooh, they rolled a 1 for a total of 5. You go back to neutral.
Fucking hell, man. 12 again.
They rolled a 22. So you get pulled back into, you're at -1.
23.
Ooh, you managed to pull it back. They rolled a total of 9. You're going on 40 seconds here. Everyone's roaring.
21.
It's a 13. They don't. You managed to go back. You're at +1.
15.
Oof, that's also a 15.
Okay.
So you don't go anywhere. Still at +1.
25.
That's a 10. You managed to get a little bit of ground. You're at You're at
God.
+2 now.
Shit.
Your heels are on the edge of the box.
Oh, thank God. 9.
They rolled a 6. You pull it a little bit too far back, and the rope starts burning up in your hands, and you have to drop it. And you went for 50 whole seconds. It's a new record from everyone else in the crowd. They go nuts. People start throwing shit at you. Like fish and stuff.
Let's go. I'm
It's-
picking it all up.
It's a record from the day. People have thrown, which also you have to think about it, that this is supposed to be really hard to do. It's only because you're a fucking freak of nature with your strength.
I had a
That-
+7.
Yeah. You're a fucking freak of nature here, man.
There's been two
By the way,
different things
the fact
going
that I
on this whole
rolled a
time.
2 and I still won.
That's fantastic.
They also rolled a 2 for that last one, by the
Yeah.
way.
Oh, God.
I love that while you guys are doing that, Kava and Agichi were yelling at each other, but the crowd was so loud, nobody even noticed, except them two.
And you'll have
Kava's
to
cheering for the
wait.
Shark, Agichi's cheering for me.
Yeah, you'll have to wait until the middle of the day in order to get your prize, just to see if anyone else tops you. They're pretty.
Oh.
The man's pretty confident. No one's gonna be able to top you, because he just does it to set an example of what you're supposed to do. That's
Yeah.
actually why he leans over and is like, that's a bit freaky. But to be honest,
Velson's
you're
gonna
in first
ask,
place.
like,
You're in
how
first place
trained
right
is
now.
That shark?
He's pretty well trained to be able to do as I say when he needs to, which is usually how we just showcase what it is, so
Is
people
it
see what the
possible-
edges are.
Is it possible for me to shake that shark's hand?
Well, considering he doesn't have any hands, I don't think so.
His fin.
Then I'll shake your
Your
hand.
fin.
All right, put her there, and he'll
Oh.
put his arm out,
Yep.
and he has a
Well,
really
Valston
firm
is
grip
like-
too. Not as firm
While
as
Valston's
Agichi's.
shaking the shark's hand. It's gonna pan over to just Agichi and Kava, and Agichi's gonna have Kava in like a headlock.
All right, and that is where we're gonna have to call it for the night, since Cinna has to go to bed, or dinner rather.
I have
Like that.
I have 20 minutes to eat before my cutoff time.
That sounds easy for you.
Eat,
Well,
eat,
Kava,
eat,
sure.
eat.
For
Exactly.
Kava can devour a town in like an hour.
No, it takes more than
Yeah.
that.
Terrifying.
You're not swallowing them whole. It takes
Well-
more than that. A day,
Well,
yes.
she's not talking about the live people.
The non-fighters.
Yeah, the
No
you know,
resistance. They're not running.
just the dead ones and possibly a few children. I mean, what?
I got
There it is.
They're weak.
Only
I
the
got some
strong
kids you
survive,
can
right?
swallow, Kava.
Don't you
God.
have her in a headlock?
He'll say that while she's looking around.
She's currently bapping him with her tentacles, trying to get out of said headlock.